The haters on YouTube are on the verge of flooding with hate comments.
Cause you got that. Cause you got that.
Must wake up.
Cause you got that.
Must fight back.
With the libs own the libs.
Computer got communism. No alphabet, not even numerals. That's right. Just fail to be fucking flag my fucking what? Jim, you're next.
I'm not saying this is exactly the pattern of agreement, but this is exactly the pattern of agreement.
Depends on the child, really, doesn't it? Most well-known and credentialed scientists of this YouTube community.
Yeah. You moron.
All I wanted to do was just fucking stream and have a good time, have a good game.
Cause you got that.
That damn
All I wanted to do was just fucking...
gas
Cause you got that.
What kind of fucking family is this?
Cause you got that.
What the hell?
Cause you got that.
So basically, first of all, basically, and first of all, basically, I have to say is that I don't know. First of all, how come, like, yeah, sorry, I'm with autism. I don't know how to use words that well.
My dad is not a fucking dork.
Dude, just talk to my fucking scientist.
I've got balls of steel.
Oh my god, no.
Blowing out your ass.
Forever. Show me sister, show me brother, and we stand strong for one another. Come on, come on, come on, come on, yeah! Come on, come on. We put the leaders over the islands. You don't save petrol from a can. You put the petrol in the current stage. Don't be rama-rama, messing with your brain. You say you're deadly, do you understand? You don't save petrol for a can. You put the petrol in the car it goes. Don't be rama-rama, sniffing up your nose. Don't be rama, 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 don't be rama. Love your friends, protect your family. They are with you when you are lonely. Don't bandera, don't bandera. When you stop, your brains will be clear. Come on, come on, come on, come on, yeah! Come on, come on. We put the leaders over the islands. You don't save petrol from a can. You put the petrol in the current stage. Don't be rama-rama, messing with your brain. You say you're deadly, do you understand? You don't save petrol from a can. You put the petrol in the car it goes. Don't be rama-rama, sniffing up your nose. sniffing too much petrol. In your brains, We gonna lead us over the islands. You don't sniff petrol from a can. You put the petrol in the car instead. Don't be rama-ramas, messing with your brain. You say deadly. Do you understand? You don't sniff petrol from a can. You put the petrol in the car it goes. Don't be rama-ramas, sniffing up your nose. Use your brains, think about your culture. No sniffing!
Well, happy end of the month, Chud Buds. Oh, what an exciting time to be alive. The energy is just, it's electrifying. It just doesn't stop. It keeps going and going and going. An acceleration towards a fucking wall. I don't know what awaits us at that wall, a giant explosion, a head-on collision, perhaps. But no brakes on this motherfucker. Full speed ahead, chat. I hope you're excited. I hope you're as excited as I am. I've got a few brief announcements before we get into the main course. Ooh, it's going to be delicious. Now, you should know my career is dead. I've officially been washed. Okay? That's my new catchphrase, along with cringe and catchphrase itself, which is a great catchphrase. They'll be buried with me sometime next month once the funeral arrangements have been made. Can I get a rip in chat for Jim's career? It's been murdered by a cat boy. Jim's career is not coming. It's been kitty clawed. Oh, he got me good. He got me good. I got a little bit of the cat scratch fever, chat, and there's no cure for it. You thought the cancer was bad. Try inhaling some cat shit. Fumes on that'll put you right in the dirt. It's a tragedy. I don't know how I'm going to recover. It's news to me. I was just told recently that my career is over. I've been trying to cope, seethe, and dilate over it. I've done the best job that I can, chat. I don't know what to tell you. Now, some real news, Chud Butts. This stream would have been 18 hours long if I were to do it as it was, and you'll see why in a moment. So I've had to divide it up between 2 weekends, today and next Saturday. Now you may ask, why is that? Why would you need to divide a stream up for a end of the month recap? We've been doing them so easily for the last 3 or 4 months. And that would be because Ethan Ralph is insane. When you see what Ethan Ralph has accomplished in a mere 2 weeks, I think you're going to be fucking flabbergasted. I don't even know if I have a good comparison, something to pull on to really paint you a picture, to illustrate for you how batshit nutty this guy is. But I'm going to try anyway. I'm going to use video games because that's what you kids like, right? I'm the old boomer. I wouldn't know what all the hip-hop Zoomers are into. But if I understand it right, you guys like video games. So think of it like this. The Nintendo Switch comes out, and everybody thinks, hey, that's a pretty interesting little gimmicky device. It's a hybrid, it's a console, it's a handheld. I wonder how well that's going to do in comparison to all the other Nintendo products. And in the back of the mind, everybody starts to come up with a list, a little ranking, a calculation on where it would place. Most people would say, well, it'll do better than the Wii U. The Wii U was terrible. It'll probably do better than the N64 and the GameCube because they sold low. Then they start thinking about the NES and the Super Nintendo, and they're like, well, 60, 50 million, will it do better than that? And yet here we are with the Switch outselling the Wii and gaining on the handheld families. It's remarkable. Sometimes something comes along that just, it goes batshit nutty and blows everybody away on expectations. That is what Ethan Ralph is like in comparison to lolcows. Now, he started off steady. He started off slowly, and maybe you had a ranking list in the back of your head. You're like, well, he'll probably be worse than so-and-so. He'll be a little more embarrassing than this specific example, but he'll never outdo a DSP or a Christian or a Wings. I'm here to tell you folks, he fucking is going to totally do that. I have concrete solid proof based on 2 weeks of observation. Just a mere 2 fucking weeks of observation of how nutty this motherfucker is. See a lot of corn in chat. It's understandable. Where do you really paint the downfall beginning at? Was it Knoxville with a Gunt reveal? Was it Josh was his corn joke? I like to think that once he lost Gator, his official Tard Wrangler, that's when things really started to go downhill for him. Without Gator there to really keep him in check, make sure he doesn't run down hallways naked shitting himself, everything kind of just fucking super speeded itself into an implosion. Oh, sure, he fucked up before then. But I think we all need to take a moment to really understand that Gamer Gator, the Gator Gamer, was probably one of the internet's best Tard Wranglers, and just nobody knew it. We didn't appreciate how he protected us from Ethan's retard strength. The Gator was out there protecting the community by corralling this this man baby. I hope you I see a lot of pills and a lot of corn chat, a lot of pig shit too. We all know what we're here for. We all understand it. Now I see a lot of super chats. I will hit some of those because there's some big donos in there. Let me do an Andy Warski. Oh my God! No, I can't do an Andy Warski. We'd be here till the cows come home. But I will say hi, Coastal. Happy end of the month for 100. Thank you very much. I saw Bunny in there earlier too, but everything moves so quickly, and I'm an old man, and my career is dead, so I can't really keep up with it. It's not my fault. From Groen Evident, I'm butchering your name. You'd think with the amount of money you just paid for $500, I'd get it right. Longtime fan, here's a bit of appreciation for your content. I hope you get better, Jim. God, so do I. From CNET Arcbuckle, how the tides turned, was a huge fan of Nick back during the TPUSA stuff in 2019, was souring on him for a while. With that debate, the grift is up. To think he's going to Gunt Guard, wonder how much dirt Rafael has on Nick. Well, I have theories. We're going to be discussing theories tonight about what exactly is going on. I have what I think is a very respectable theory for what has happened to Nick. And I think it's actually a generous theory when it comes to what's happened to Nick. But I'm going to save that for after we get into this. Josh Sketch Show. Jim, as a Catholic, I'm sorry for people like Nick, PPP, and the autists that tried converting you on PPP stream. All I want is good representation on the internet. Instead, I get more reasons for people like Jay Dyer to dunk on us. God bless. Well, you know what? There's nothing wrong with being a Catholic, and you shouldn't feel embarrassed when you come across somebody else that's acting like an idiot. From Crushbeat, say and special hello to my say and a special hello to my favorite bun. How you doing tonight, Pippa? Boy, Pippa is fucking popular. I don't know what Pippa's doing, but man, everybody, when they throw the fucking super chats, is she like, I don't know what it is. Pippa's going to be a superstar, I guess. By 2023, it's just going to be nothing but Pippas. The future's coming up, all Pippas. Oh, where do we begin? Well, I thought we would start because this just came out. Porcelain just finished his documentary. So I think it's time we officially talk about Mersh. Our boy Mersh, comedy kingpin, the forever caller. Now, part one of the documentary by Porcelain, Terrorsburg, a Mersh documentary, just went up a day ago. And uh-oh, Mersh, I got bad news for you, buddy. I distinctly remember you saying this will be the least liked and viewed documentary he ever does. You're wrong on that. And that it'll never break 20 to 25,000 views. Did it in a day. Oh, ROTC sisters, I don't feel so good. No, not like this. Now, for those of you in the chat that might be unfamiliar with Mersh, welcome to the list. You're all now on it. I'm sorry I couldn't save you earlier, but welcome to the club, I guess.
And I want you to know right now that if I will be keeping track and I will be keeping tabs, and if I ever see people over here trying to play cool with all of us here at Nightwave, but But then if I ever go over to a gym stream and I see you donating to Jim and sucking his fucking fake cancer dick, you're done.
Oh, you're done, kiddo. I'm sorry, everybody that gave a super chat. You're officially on the shit list now. You're done. It's over. There's no recovering from it. Mersh gets very mad if anybody donates over here or buys a hat. Speaking of hats, I love shilling merch using Mersh. It just works so well. Oh, don't forget to hit that store and buy all the Rage Pig accessories you want. I'm going to holler shirts, masks, and everything else. We've even got little fanny packs based off of fat people. And there might even be a cat-related item or two. I don't want to spoil the fun. But buy hats, chat. Buy the fucking hats. Okay, now that I got that out of the way, you're welcome. So, Porcelain releases his documentary on Mersh. And of course, who's the first to come out of the gate to really give that insightful review of how good the video is? Well, it's Ethan the Rage Pig Ralph himself. Porcelain's Mersh doc is lame. Sour grapes from a man who used to lick Mersh's taint on the daily. I'm also old enough to remember when Porcelain left the internet like a bitch with the tail between his legs. Pussy behavior. Couldn't handle 1 week under the real spotlight. You know what's interesting about Ralph? And I noticed this too, and I think people misattribute this to him being, a braggart. He has to emulate a daddy. So poor Ethan Ralph doesn't know who is my internet daddy. Now, when I was on stream with Nick, and we'll be talking about that later, I used the phrase sour grapes. A few other phrases, too, that Ralph has now incorporated into his vernacular. And you'll also notice that Ethan has managed to embarrass himself on a really substantial level over the last couple of weeks, trying to brag to Gator about how well off he is. And why would he do that? Because his other daddy, his newer daddy, his cat boy daddy, talked about how wealthy and well off he was. When he's looking at Dalton driving a Tesla, when he's looking at Nick's $1 million bank account, suddenly he's got to start showing off those nickel-plated rings and that swampland down in Louisiana, because he's rolling. He's a high roller, okay? He gets comped at the casinos. Generally, they comp you at a casino because you're a fucking mark, but don't tell him that. It might devastate him a little bit, chat. So Ethan's the first out of the gate. This Mersh doc is shit. I don't like it. Of course, Mersh and Ethan are friends, and he's going to stick up for his friend. But Mersh decides to jump in, too, add his hot take. What does he think of that Porcelain documentary about, him? What's his call on it? What's he thinking? Actually, it was Owen Benjamin said he had credible information that Porcelain was a pedophile. Then he canceled his second Owen doc and vanished. I don't know, chat. I think you might have surpassed coping and, seething when you go straight to pedophile accusations. I don't know how severe the ass hurt this documentary is inflicted with just one part, a very gentle part, the foundational part. But to go instantly into, this guy's a fucking pedophile, makes me think that our boy here is a little bit upset. Mersh might be in a little bit of a tizzy. I don't know. Maybe a little ass mad. Now, can you blame him? I mean, after all, his fucking car has exploded for the 14th time. It's always a shame when you can't figure out, God, what's the matter with my shitty used BMW from 1974? Oh, is it every single part on the car? Well, it's a good thing that I bought extra spare parts that I keep on the off chance this shitmobile jalopy might not make it another day. Could it be the numbers? When Porcelain debuted his video with more people watching than ROTC had watching their bullshit show. Or maybe it's the fact that Porcelain's documentary really helped to highlight Mersh and just extract his essence and show it to the internet. If I had to sum up part one without spoiling it, I'd probably do it like this.
I am once again asking for your financial support.
It's about nails it, I think, really. I think about that probably hits it the nail on the head. Now I know Mersh has been upset. Actually went on a Cope Fest about this specifically, and I was going to review that. I saw people passing it around, looking, talking about how he's not very happy about the documentary itself. But then I thought it'd be funnier to show you something else, rather than as just pure fucking cope. Let's take a look at Mersh, the best example of Mersh that you maybe are ever going to see. I want you to envision this, chat. You're a Twitch streamer. You've got like 10 people watching you. It's 3 in the morning. And you're playing your fucking video game. And here comes this big, dumb, fat fuck. And he starts sending you messages about how you need to treat him well in the game because he's being nice to you. So what do you say? You tell him, fuck off, clout chaser. And what happens when you tell Mersh, fuck off, clout chaser? What do you imagine that his response to that would be? Does he try to best you in the video game? Does he just shit talk you back? No. I'll tell you what he does. He fires up a live stream, drunk off his ass for 2.5 hours, trying to destroy you because you don't want to play video games with him at 3 in the fucking morning. And I put together a little highlight reel, and I thought we'd watch it together. I don't know, chat. Does that sound like something that might interest you? Do you want to watch Mersh cope because somebody doesn't want to be his super secret gamer friend? I'm thinking yes. I'm thinking that would be entertaining, but I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong, chat. Sounds like fun? I saw in chat? Well, that's all I need. Just one person. Let's take a look.
Hey, guys. So this guy's being mean to me.
Just right off the start. Guys, I just started up my live stream, and this guy is being fucking mean to me. And we need to take a cope drag.
And this guy said I was... Here's why we're here, folks. He said we were clout chasing him. So now...
This dude, it's a Twitch streamer with like 10 people watching him. This, by the way, I think the reason Mersh and Ralph are such good friends, Ralph did the same thing to some other dude who had like 10 people watching him. He said like one thing, and then Ralph dedicated an entire evening to crying about it. So here's Mersh playing a video game, browsing fucking Twitch, finds a streamer that doesn't want to have anything to do with him, and will now descend into madness because of that.
This fucking guy rejected our love. Rejected our love. We're just trying to be nice. We were so nice!
What is spastic? Why won't you be my friend?
I'm so mad at this guy right now. I need this man ruined. I'm dealing with some tax stuff. I don't even have to report Twitch to the IRS. We were so nice. Yeah, it'll be fun. Everybody should just report his channel now because he's like getting everybody to target a poor guy who was nice to him. I tried to be nice.
Everybody just go report him. He won't be nice to me. Why won't he be nice to me? Oh, come on.
I was saying it was a Nick Fuentes joke. Relax. Literally, everybody's going, no gay. I'm like literally doing a Nick Fuentes joke, you fucks. Jesus. This entire thing started with a genuine attempt of us being nice. I was mad when you called me Bush League and lightweight. And now I'm going to show you how Bush League I am, homie. Yeah, no, you did this. You did it to yourself. You did it to yourself. Yeah, no, you're right. Don't take any personal responsibility.
Oh, God, the irony on that one is a little hard to digest. Oh, I got a little burning sensation in my chest. Did Mersh just bring up personal fucking responsibility? I was being nice to you.
Just be nice to us when we load. That's literally what I said, right, Virgin? I said, hey, can you just be nice to us when we load in? Like trying to be nice. We got to get this guy. He needs to know that he's the cloud chaser.
Man, you guys are really mean to people.
Well, I'm nice.
I'm nice. Yeah, bullshit.
Yeah, somebody go to this guy's stream and be like, you called him a clout chaser when he was trying to be nice to you. Like, what did you expect?
Right.
Like, he was being nice to you. I was being nice to this guy. The only reason this stream is happening right now is because I was being nice to him. Or we were trying to be nice.
He was just trying to be nice, Chad. All he wanted to do was be buddies, but this cloud chaser, he wouldn't be nice to him. Some people have speculated Mersh is under a little bit of stress, even though he claims to make $20,000 a month, saying that he owes a ridiculous amount of money in back taxes, and that's why he's asking for prayers on Twitter. I disagree. I think he's asking for your prayers because he is getting enormous. At some point, he's going to break the floor. Look at the size of that dude. Look at that. That's not even a shirt. That's not a Hawaiian shirt. That's a fucking curtain. He took that from the hotel room he was staying at the bowling event, and he wrapped it around himself like a muumuu, and then he stitched up the front of it. But you need to be nice about this, okay? Because our boy here is trying to be nice. Be nice, chat. His head is almost bigger than the fucking bowling ball. I love it. I love it. Yes, he is enormous, chat. That is very true. I am being slightly mean. But who cares? Anyway, that's the official Mersh update. Part 2 of the documentary Porcelain's going to be putting out, I think in a week or two, maybe. Should be fascinating since it covers all the really good shit. This first part was more kind of like I said, a foundational piece, really setting you up to understand that this man has like a grift out of time. Like he was always ahead of the curve on how to make money on the internet, just not very successful at it. But now you're going to see the beginning of the arc where he gets a little bit of power and it goes to his head. And you get drunk streams like that where he's tried to ruin some 10 viewer streamer because he won't kiss his ass and Tarkov or whatever the fuck they're playing. I'm not 100% certain. But if you want to check that out, again, that's Porcelain's documentary, Terrorsburg. It's over on his channel. Fucking Mersh, man. You know, I've been slightly under the weather for the last couple of weeks. But even in my suboptimal condition, I've done fairly well at juggling 3 retards like it's a hobby. I'd say Mersh was one of them, because he's a bit of a spastic. But I'd say the main culprit here would be our boy, the Rage Pig Ralph, and his new e-father, Nicholas Fuentes. Now, everything you're about to see transpired roughly in the last 2 weeks, which is mind-blowing. Fucking mind-blowing. Just based off the sheer amount of insane shit you're about to witness, chat, I'd like you to understand just 2 weeks, no more. So, where do we start? Well, like I said, when we were watching that Mersh clip, he went in and fucked with some Twitch streamer that had 10 viewers. Ralph did the same thing. Went and found a guy that had like 8 people watching him. I don't know if he's using some magical Google alert, some kind of futuristic tech that picks up fucking phonetic sounds that sound like your name. He's got like an NSA machine or something. Like, test it out right now, chat. I want you to run into a bathroom or a closet and just whisper Ralph and see if you got somebody outside your house hollering instantly. Because that's what happened to this motherfucker. He gives a very brief explanation of his encounter.
That all changed last night when Ethan Ralph, he appeared in my Odyssey chat. And I was thunderstruck. I was starstruck. I was thunderstruck. I saw, wait. Is that the Ralph retort in RPG's chat room? No, it's got to be a troll. There's no way. Top of the sector in my chat? I don't believe it. So what did I do? I clicked on the name and sure as shit, it was him. The Rage Pig himself. The prolific serial rapist, allegedly. But The evidence seems to stack up against him. If I'm being honest, doesn't look too hot for Mr. Rape It Ralph over there.
Oh, what a nickname to have stick to you. Of all the nicknames to get, I use Rage Pig because I think it's pretty good. But ever since that dude in the bowling alley elbowed him in his fucking face and called him Rape It Ralph, that one's getting bandied about quite a bit too. You pick your poison, I guess. So here's RPG. Ralph shows up in his chat, starts freaking out, talking a bunch of shit, and then gets angry when people make fun of him for it. Like, what are you doing? It's 8 people are watching this. Why do you care if this guy thinks you're a fucking retard? Why do you care if this guy has an opinion, Ralph? Apparently Ralph does. So Flam, I'm sure you all remember Flam. Let me pull up a picture. There's our Flam, riding his wooden horse with a peg up his ass, always ready to engage with Ralph. Can't forget last month's Roundup stream where Flam ended up getting outed, had his entire porn history drop. You'd think that'd be a giant W for Ralph. Talk about the perfect revenge, right? Oh, I'm going to embarrass the shit out of Flam. But of course, Ralph being Ralph, found a way to fuck it up. Snatched defeat from the jaws of victory like he always does. So, Flam decides, yeah, what am I going to do here? I think I'm going to stream snipe Ethan Ralph. I'm going to have a little fun. I'm going to fuck with him a little bit. I'm just going to make fun of him because apparently he can't handle it. He's a very fragile man. A man pig. A very fragile man pig. So Flam fires it up, boots it up, and decides he's going to have a bit of a laugh. Now, while that's going on, Ralph, like he usually does, comes to me with his fucking fatherhood issues. I don't know what it is. I'm not adopting you, Ralph. I just want you to understand that. You're never going to be my son. But he occasionally likes to come and just have a chat with Daddy Jim on Twitter. Apparently, I don't know why. It's not good for his mental health. It never ends well, but he keeps doing it. And I kindly reminded him that, Ralph, you do understand you ate shit, right? Like, there's no confusion over this. You understand that half the internet has watched you scoop poop out of a woman's ass and shuffle it down your gullet like it's fucking ice cream. All right, you treated that shit like it was Ben and Jerry's Lost Flavor, Ralph, and we all had to watch it. Of course, he wasn't super thrilled about that, decided to keep going on. Just a back and forth, really. Did make me the offer that he'd fuck my wife. Told him I'd pass that along, said, will do. I'll make sure to tell her a morbidly obese man with a flesh apron that hangs down to his knees would like to eat shit from her ass. I did get a response, Ralph, in case you're listening. The answer was no. She said no. I'm sorry. I mean, I was rooting for you, champ. I really thought when I described it as a corpusculent, pus-like, fluid sack of unknown organs that just kind of swung like a pendulum between your knees, that it would get her wet, but had the opposite effect, really, I'll be honest. But he just kept going. Just not super thrilled, not a very happy camper. So there he is, getting called a Rape It Ralph by just some guy streaming on Odyssey. Flam stream sniping him. I'm telling him that he's ridiculous. So what does Ralph do? Well, Ralph decides he's a rage pig, and he's going to do what a rage pig does. He's going to throw a giant goddamn tantrum, and he's going to flag Flamenco. So he files a DMCA claim against Flamenco's video, saying that you can't stream snipe me, that's illegal. And he actually celebrated this on stream, and I'm not kidding you. He got up and tried to dance, doing finger guns to rap music, and then he held up his the world's loneliest bowling trophy as a cause for celebration for flagging a dude down that said he was hypersensitive. So somebody's stream sniping you, laughing at you being overly sensitive, and your response is to be overly sensitive. Kind of makes it look like Flam won. A guy that wants wooden pegs up his asshole and a dommy mommy wants to ride wooden horses, Ralph. Won. How do you hand him a W? Of course, Flamenco posts proof of this, showing that he had been copyright struck on YouTube, that he was doing the stream snipe from. Ralph, in a rage, was not satisfied with that, decided that Flam needed to be taught a double lesson, and took it over to Twitch and did the same fucking thing. Now, of course, Ralph said, I'm gonna take this all the way to the court. Oh, you can't stop me. It's gonna be a $20 billion lawsuit. Ralph is gonna roll right on over you and blah, 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 blah. But that's a lie. It's a dirty lie. Now, Ralph, first off, doesn't understand how DMCAs work. He's thinking that Flab has to sue him rather than the other way around. But then saying it's not fair use. And just getting very angry about the situation, about being, stream sniped. So mad, in fact, he talked about it on stream. Let's listen to a completely reasonable person.
Are providing free, independent, democratic...
$3, why did you flag Flamenco stream? Also unblock me on Twitter, you fat bitch.
I will not unblock you on Twitter. And I flagged it because I wanted to. If you don't like it, suck my dick. So he thought it was real funny. He thought it was real funny to spread those lies about me. He thought it was real funny last week to repeat that lie in front of a couple thousand people. So I thought it was real funny last night to strike down his channel. And I'll do it again if I want. And ain't none of you motherfuckers going to do shit about it.
So that's Ralph openly admitting that he's abusing the DMCA. He found it he was angry that Flamenco was talking about the IP2 chick, Alice, whatever the hell her name is. And that's why he took his shot. Not just a stream snipe, not just the laughing. He was mad. He was mad Flamenco was talking about something he didn't want him to talk about, and he abused the DMCA to take him down. That's what Ralph did. That's Ralph openly admitting to doing that. After saying he'd go to court and fight this, as if it went to court, Flamenco wouldn't have that clip played and win instantly. But Ralph's not satisfied. No, he wants to keep going. He decided he's all in on this shit.
So, again, I don't give a fuck about your flags. I don't give a fuck about your internet rules. In fact, I want your channel to be flagged down. And I hope, you know what, if you could show me proof you flagged this channel down, free shirt for you. Free whatever kind of merch I have. I don't give a fuck. I want somebody to take your shit down. Fuck you. PPP talks a lot of shit. That DACA channel is full of strikeable material. And it has nothing to do with DMCAs. Just go through and look. There is strikeable material all throughout that channel. Go back, particularly in the early days. Just keep looking. Whatever you need to do, find it and hit it. And I'm dead serious. I don't give a fuck. Same for Medicare. I don't give a fuck. He's got plenty of shit to hit on his too. And I want to see them both taken down. Fuck it. Who gives a fuck? Let's see it all burn. Let's see it all burn. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. Hit them. If you see a strikeable video, hit it. Ask questions later. Fucking file the report. That's what I say. File the report, ask questions later.
So Ralph, now bolstered by his seemingly feeling indestructible, as if he can't be stopped, wants to flag down Flamenco and is now offering cash incentives through merchandise to just start flagging and DMCAing other people that he's angry with. So what do you think happened? I mean, what do you think happens when somebody spazzes out on the internet and says shit like that? Do you think it works out well for them, or do you think it explodes in their face? This is Ethan Ralph we're talking about. So here he is, striking down Flamenco, offering to take down, offering people merchandise to take down other people that are his blood-sworn enemies. So what do you think happens next? Does he get hoisted by his own petard? Why, yes, he does, chat. The regular YouTube channels that host the mirror broadcasts have been struck down. We expected this. Strike anything from our enemies now, as far as I'm concerned. You need to be on Cozy anyway, to be honest. Sunset YouTube channel will still host a mirror broadcast for now. We'll see if that gets hit as well. It's likely. So this dude spends 2 entire shows talking about how he wants to flag down all his blood-sworn enemies. And what does he get in return? All his shit gets flagged down. Of course, he doesn't like that very much. Now, I had a conversation with him on Monday Matt's stream where I said, don't do the petty life ruination shit. Don't start fucking with people, fucking with their lives, fucking with their money, because it's just going to come back at you, Ralph. And he would not listen. So what has Ralph's last couple of weeks been filled with? A flagging war, DMCA wars. Ralph is getting swatted like every other fucking day at this point. Fucking fire department, welfare checks, police department. It just keeps escalating. And as it escalates, Ethan Ralph gets angrier and angrier and angrier. He's losing his fucking mind. Let's take a look at how he's handling the pressure of being the top of the sector from the top on down. Nobody can go lower than him.
You did save everything on him.
I didn't. That's untrue. I didn't. Actually,
yeah, that's why you dumped his address and his face and everything about him.
I didn't dump his face. I dumped his area where he was at, and I don't regret it at all. And I do it again.
No, you do regret it, Ralph. You just can't publicly admit it.
I don't regret it.
And even
Rand,
it was.
I'm telling you now, as fucking honest as I could ever be, I don't regret it at all.
As honest as you could ever be.
If I could get away with it, I'd put
into the phrasing.
Rand. If I could kill him without penalty, I'd kill him. Wow. I'm dead serious.
Would you kill me without penalty, Ralph?
Probably
not.
Would
you kill Jim without penalty?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
How many people would you kill if you could get
Quite a few. Quite a few.
I'd like to just jump in for a second. First off, the first person Rand and Ralph were talking about was Gator. Now, Ralph wanted to go to Gator's hometown, go to his college, put up posters with his face and his name, calling him a white nationalist and a Nazi, in an effort to destroy his life. Ralph has now reached a point where he's so fucking mad at Gator. He's openly talking about if he could kill him and get away with it, he would do it. I'm also on the hit list. Cozy's assassin. That's what he calls himself now. I'm on his shit list. So I don't know if that means he's going to kill me or try to eat something from my asshole. Either prospect doesn't sound super pleasant.
But thankfully, there's laws out there, stopping folks like me. But if they said, Ralph, here's the gun. If they said,
apparently you have a problem with laws.
If they said, Ralph, here's the gun, there's no penalty. There's no nothing. Do what you need to do. Yeah, I would.
I think he's starting to get slightly unhinged. Now, during the course of this conversation with Randbot, as Ralph is explaining how he would like to murder Gator and me, apparently Rand caught his ire. So Rand is now on the hit list, the shit list for the Cozy Assassin.
He kill you in the middle of the octagon
after having your head used as a
just tell me Rand, just tell me what you need. Rand, do you want to come or not? Do you want to come here to the United States or not? Okay, well, what do you need?
I'm going to come.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure you'll come. I'm sure.
Here's the bit that eludes me. Why are you so convinced that you're not going to get the shit kicked out of you?
Rand, what the thing is, me and you, I don't give a fuck. I can die in that fucking ring and I will have lived. Do you understand? I'm not a bitch like you. I would damn sure love to fucking die on my feet, you fucking coward. You fucking idiots. I would fucking take pride in you killing me in that ring. That's the difference between me and you motherfucker. You fucking really coward. I don't want to choke.
Look how fucking mad he is. Look at it. You can see the blood pressure. I can see the stroke coming on.
Me in that ring. That's the difference between me and you motherfucker. You fucking really coward. I want to choke the life out of your fucking goddamn throat, you fucking piece of shit. Tell me what you fucking need to get to the United States or shut your fucking mouth.
Now that, my friends, is a rage pig. That's full-on rage pigging. You think, God, that's kind of fucking embarrassing. I mean, Ralph, what are you doing? You're making death threats. You want to DMCA people. You want to flag shit down. You're paying people to go take channels down. But he's not finished. He's so fucking angry. He's so angry. He's invented something I've never even heard of before. Spite exercise. I want you to imagine an obese man who is so goddamn mad that he's going to engage in spite exercise.
Oh, I'm getting healthy. Oh, boy. Oh, yeah. I'm I'm getting healthy just to spite you motherfuckers. Do you understand? Is it making sense now? God damn, I swear to God, I'm going to go walk 2 miles right after the show. I'm not kidding you.
I swear to God on heaven and high, whatever. I am going to go walk a whole 2 miles to teach you motherfuckers a lesson. I just, that's so surreal to me. I want to play it one more time because it's so goofy. It's so fucking goofy that somebody would say something like that. I swear to God, I'm going to go walk 2 miles. Like, that's a threat. Like, you getting off your fat ass is a threat. I'm gonna be mobile. I'm gonna get up without the use of a crane. Aren't you scared now, motherfucker?
Oh, I'm getting healthy. Oh boy. Oh yeah. I'm getting healthy just to spite you motherfuckers. Do you understand? Is it making sense now? God damn, I swear to God, I'm going to go walk 2 miles right after the show. I'm not kidding you.
I'm going to go walk 2 miles. Oh, that's a dangerous threat. I mean, he is a dangerous man. After all, he's threatening to file restraining orders against autistic people. If you remember his bowling event, a YouTuber and the creator of the Mario 64 Gunt mod, Tux Loves You, went to film the event. Ralph had him thrown out. Now, Tux tried to apologize, sent him a message saying, "I'm sorry." He posted this on his Twitter. This is the interaction he had with Ralph. Ralph, the badass outlaw, right? Mr. I ain't scared of anybody. The guy you just heard say he would kill people if he could. So Tux messaged him and said, "Hey, I'm sorry, man." And Ralph's response is, "Don't contact me again. If you do, there will be a restraining order in your future. I'm just letting you know now." Very brave. Ethan Ralph is afraid of Tux. I don't know if you've seen Tux, if you've watched a Tux stream. He's a kind of a nerdy dude that tinkers around with Linux. And that's who Ralph is going to file a restraining order on because he came to a fucking bowling event and didn't. By the way, Tux wasn't anybody that did anything. He didn't bring coleslaw, didn't throw elbows at Ralph. It didn't do any of that shit. Literally just filmed the event. That was it. I'm going to file a restraining order on you. Now, you may be thinking, God, that's a lot of shit to have happen in the last week or so, right? I mean, what do we have? We have Flamenco getting flagged down on multiple channels. Ralph offering a bounty to flag down other people and DMCA other people. Ralph making death threats against Gator and myself. Threatening to beat up Rand. By the way, the Rand footage I had, the reason it's focused on Ethan Ralph's face is because while he was doing that fucking stream, Ralph, being the irredeemable piece of shit that he is, he put up family photos of Rand and his kids. So Ralph, while he's talking about wanting to beat Rand up and hurt him, was putting up pictures of his fucking children. That's who Ethan Ralph is. So he's going off on Flamenco, Gator, me. He starts going off on Rand. Now he's talking about spite walking. He's going to get a restraining order against Tux Loves You. But he's not even done yet. He's just getting started. Ralph has decided, like, he's just going to speed run, like destroying his own career, I guess. I don't know exactly what his thought process is on this. But it starts with Odyssey. Odyssey's next on the shit list. Here's a tweet from Andy Worski. There are videos of him coordinating the attack. He's talking about the flagging. Odyssey said, "We'd just ignore the flag if they were on Odyssey." Essentially telling Andy, fuck Ralph. We're not going to let him do it. To which Ralph responds, "I wonder what you'll say when I publish the contract you offered me." Now, for those unfamiliar, Ralph went around bragging, saying that he had a $30,000 exclusivity contract with Odyssey. Odyssey was going to pay him $30,000 to stream on their platform. Ralph can't even bring in 1,000 viewers, but Odyssey was going to pay him 30 grand. That's what he told people. Well, the moment Ralph saw that tweet, decided Odyssey needed to be taught a lesson, decides he's going to threaten the owner of the fucking streaming platform.
Well, they tried to lie about the contract they offered me, quite frankly, and I have a copy of it right here in my email box. So I'm just going to let them know that I'm like a hair away from putting that out. And there's a lot more I could say as well. A lot more. A lot more. So I'm just gonna say, think through what you're doing here, Julian. Because it's gonna be a long beating for you.
A long beating for you, Julian. Julian's I believe, the sole owner or co-owner of the streaming platform. Now, Odyssey decided that, hey, let's be even more specific about what we think of Ralph. So somebody tweeted at them and said, didn't you give him a $30,000 exclusivity contract? No, we did not. We never offered the Rage Pig $30,000 exclusivity contract. That's fictional bullshit made up by Ralph. So the first tweet, they said, we're not going to let him flag people down. He starts making threats. The second tweet, they say, we never offered him that contract. What do you think his reaction is? Chat. Let me poll chat. What do you think Ralph's reaction was to Odyssey openly saying that they never offered him that kind of a contract? Do you think it was reasonable? Do you think he sat down and acted reasonably in regards to that contract? Well, let's take a look. Let's see how mature and businesslike Ethan Ralph is when it comes to dealing with platforms.
Yeah, Lauren Southern, I believe, runs the Odyssey account when Julian himself doesn't run it. Bitch, I got something for you, too. Bitch, I got a lot for you, whore. You know, they're fans thinking I'm going to eat bugs on Odyssey. You stupid fags. Did you really think I was going to fucking debase myself? Bitch, you fucking skank. You think I'm going to fucking eat bugs? Who the fuck are you talking to? Did you really think I was going to eat the bugs? Oh, fake face ass bitch. So much plastic surgery, you can't even hardly make a fucking goddamn fucking a grimace on your face. Eternally butthurt because your sister's so much hotter than you.
You know, fun fact for anybody that watched the kill stream back in the day, Ralph would leave pictures up of both Lauren and Jesse Southern talking about how attractive both of them were. But now that he's big fucking mad on the internet, now Lauren Southern's this ugly, horrible skank that nobody wants to fuck. And he's assuming that she's the one running the PR for Odyssey and decides he's got to teach her a lesson. How dare she say that they weren't going to pay him $30,000? You going to make me eat the bugs, bitch? The Ralph male don't eat no bugs. He eats shit.
I'd probably try to get some surgery too. Fucking bitch. Try to get me to eat bugs on air and then act all offended when I didn't eat the bugs. Bitch, you can eat this dick is what you can fucking eat. E-whore, airheaded bitch. Shut the fuck up.
So Ralph was a little bit mad. He was a little bit mad. A little upset. Of course, it can't get any worse than that. I mean, okay. So he started fights with all his co-hosts. Wants to murder some people. Flagged down a bunch of people. Decided to get into a war with an entire streaming platform. But he can't possibly keep fucking up. It's been like a week. He's got to tire himself out eventually. All that spite walking must have eaten some of the calories up, right? He must be tired, crash into slumber eventually. I know. He decides, hey, next on my fucking list is my ex-wife.
I'm just trying to decide, basically, how nuclear to go on my ex-wife. But I saw one of her friends on a stream last night, but they were bullshitting about my marriage, basically, seemingly at the behest of my ex-wife, who, if you don't know, actually co-founded the kill stream with me. So it is pretty curious to me when I see that money-grubbing bitch send out her fucking minions. Because you're too much of a coward to come out and attack me myself or yourself? Well, I'll tell you what. I got a lot more to say, bitch. A whole lot fucking more to say. And people talk about you were paid off to come on the show that last time. You were paid off, you whore. You dirty fucking whore. You were paid off to come on that show. Because you're a trifling ass bitch. You never were worth a shit. And I hope you fucking burn in hell. You fucking whore. Is that clear enough for you? Fucking bitch. So we'll wait and see if you got the stones to show your fucking face anywhere on this fucking internet, motherfucker.
Oh, he's a hollering. Oh, our rage pig is getting big mad. Of course, you can't just stop there. You just got to keep going. How about we start shit with sticks? Over Odyssey. So Ralph starts posting DMs saying, no, I really have an Odyssey contract. Look, here I was talking to Sticks. And Sticks is like, why am I being name dropped here in DMs? Can somebody explain what the fuck is going on? This inevitably led to Ralph and Nick Fuentes having a slap match with Sticks because he thought they were being idiots. And of course, let's not forget, why not Yellow Flash too? By the way, this is an official Twitter ruling, chat. This is official from Twitter. I don't know if it's because of Elon or somebody else. But this was given the okay. This is Yellow Flash saying one of his tweets was reported, saying Ethan Ralph is a fat, deadbeat dad loser. But that's not the tweet that was reported. It's the one below. Hi, Twitter is required by German law to provide notice to users who are reported by people from Germany via the Network Enforcement Act reporting flow. And they received a complaint. What was that complaint? Here's the text tweet. Ethan Ralph is a false flagging deadbeat dad. He also eats things out of the trash and ate shit from a girl's ass. He also hunts for women at high schools. And what's their official ruling on that hot tweet? We have investigated the reported content and have found that it is not subject to removal under Twitter rules. I want you to take a minute really to drink that in. Essentially, Twitter's saying it agrees. Twitter agrees with Yellow Flash when he says Ethan Ralph is a false flagging deadbeat dad who eats things from the trash, ate shit from a girl's ass, and also hunts for women in high schools. It's official. Ding ding. It's Twitter's seal of approval. The blue check mark. Elon's little birdie flew in and said, you know what, Yellow Flash? That's an excellent take. We agree with you. It's a billion-dollar corporation is familiar with they know so much about Ethan Ralph that they know, yeah, he does eat shit from asses. That's a fucking true statement. We've got to let that one go. This dude eats shit. Fact checkers, can you come take a look at this tweet from Yellow Flash? Oh, it's accurate? Okay, let it go. Put that up on the internet again. I've never seen somebody get bodied like that. I've never seen somebody get the shit bodied like that. Oh. But of course, he's not done yet. It has to keep going. Now, this is from Mercada. Getting people swatted isn't a thing unless you actually call for swatting. In any case, it remains the same. The DMCA is a legal process, and filing a false one is unlawful. What is Ralph's response to that? Cry more, bitch. We'll do whatever we want while you sit at home and cry like a good little stay-at-home lawyer. So completely unrepentant. Again, Ralph has decided to start this war with, I don't know how many fucking people, everybody. Just everybody. And, demanding shit get taken down, wanting to fight people, wanting to kill people, and just no remorse. I don't care, I'll do what I want. So he decides he's going to go raid Ricada, teach him a lesson. Now he says, we made him so mad by raiding his chat, he put another corny-ass tweet out about Nick. He's spazzing out instead of doing his stream, ha 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 ha. Here's the thing you need to know about Nick Ricada. What do I have right now? I'm live streaming, I do these, they're generally around the same. 10,000 people watching? Okay. That's a bad day for Nick Ricada. If you watch his courtroom streams, Nick Ricada will generally pull in anywhere from 15,000 upwards of 100,000 viewers. Now, Ralph is saying that he raided his chat with all 200 of his viewers. I'm not buying that. I don't think Nick Ricada would even notice, Ralph. 15 to 100,000 viewers for big courtroom shit. And we've got the Johnny Depp trial going on. Amber Heard and all that. And you're telling me that Ricada's spazzing out? I have a feeling you spammed some dumb shit and he told you to fuck off. And you can't cope with that. It's a little too much. So, what is Ralph's reasonable response to this? Well, Ricada needs to be taught a lesson too. Let's flag him down as well.
Man, me and Ralph.
Oh, Ricada's not at the keyboard at this point in time. Yeah, it sure would be a shame if his stream got reported during right at that moment. I mean, I didn't think that type of language was allowed on YouTube, but.
So, Nick Ricada is doing a stream going over what we'll be looking at later with Josh from Kiwi Farms. And I can't remember what clip it was. I think it was the Unbreaded thing where they're reading that crazy college professors like manifesto. Most of the words are replaced anyway, so it's not a big deal. But Ralph, angry that he can't hurt Ricada because Ricada's ridiculously successful at what he's doing right now, decides he needs to be flagged down too. I can't. Can you keep track of this shit? Because I can't. How many people does this motherfucker have a grudge against? He's got to take on the entire internet. But people are starting to pick up on this, you see. One of the problems Ralph is running into is his legend is spreading. And as your legend spreads, people will fuck with you more. Now, there was a cute little thing where somebody had called in for Ethan's birthday at a local news station. I think most people saw that. I thought this was more indicative of what Ralph has to look forward to when he gets callers on his show. Let's roll that footage.
One more question, if you don't mind. What did Faith's ass butter taste like?
Who is that?
What did Faith's ass butter taste like?
Who is that?
Faith Vickers.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
You got two fingers up in there, but you can't remember her.
I'm not sure who that is. You seem
all right, nigga.
You seem to remember it pretty well, though. So.
Yeah.
Seems to be on your mind. You seem like a sick guy. You seem like
Adrian.
You seem like a sick guy.
You remember Adrian Blair?
You seem like a sick guy. Like you have some kind
I'm not the one that eats shit, my brother.
Some kind of mental illness where,
I'm not the one
you're thinking about shit eating all the time.
My brother.
You sound like a. You sound like a really sick guy. You sound like a really sick guy.
I don't eat the poo poo.
You sound like a really.
Ass butter. The consummate connoisseur, Ethan the Rage Pig Ralph, just diving on into that ass butter. Delicious. Imagine you're a fan of this show and you're introducing it to like your family or something. Oh, you have to watch the kill stream. It's the greatest shit ever. You sit down with mom and dad on the couch, you put it on the television or whatever the fuck it is, and he takes a caller. And the first caller's asking about his revenge porn conviction for eating shit out of a girl's ass. How do you think that's going to be on game night with the family? What do you think the reaction to that one's going to be? Sweetheart, what does that caller mean by ass butter? What is ass butter? Explain to mommy what ass butter is, sweetie. I don't know, chat. I think that might be a bit of a problem. It keeps going. Now, I'm saving, like I said, I'm splitting this up. I'm doing some stuff next weekend. So I'm not going to go into as they're dubbing it, the Ralph-a-ring just yet. We'll do that another time. But I do want to talk about another thing. Ralph recently, well, maybe not recently, but recently it's being more discussed, is a landowner. He's big rich, chat. Big rich. He owns 26 acres of swampland. I think this is an accurate picture, by the way. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. But he owns 26 acres of this lush, beautiful terrain. That's going to make him a multimillionaire. And he's flexing on the internet about it. Except for the fact that it's divided up like 18 different ways, so the 26 acres is more like 3 acres. And it's a bog. He owns a fucking bog. I don't know what people do with bogs, but I don't think they build buildings on them. I'm fairly certain they avoid bogs when it comes to building things. But that's what Ralph owns. It's like an episode of Digimon. Rage Pig has digivolved into Bog Hog. Chat, that's what's happened. How do we defeat him? I don't fucking know. Oh, God. Rage Pig has digivolved into Bog Hog. What are we going to do? Not only is he angry and ass mad, but he stinks now, too. He's a truffle hunting for shit. How are we ever going to defeat the mighty big boss Bog Hog on his 26 acres of prime fucking real estate down in Louisiana? This man's, it's like a fucking comedy. He lives in it. This is a comedy skit. Ralph is a comedy skit. And so the writers are on cocaine. That's my only fucking explanation. He's speedrunning lolcow status. He wants to take down DSP and Chris and everybody else. When you see that ring shit next week, wow. Like the fucking Bogland is one thing, but the ring is its own special fucking thing. Let me tell you. But how do we? I got to transition into. I should have segmented this maybe. That's my fault. But you'd think, okay, he's picked a fight with everybody. He's pissed off Odyssey. He got banned off YouTube. He's getting swatted all the time. He's making death threats. You know, he owns Bogland, for fuck's sake. How could it get worse? How could it get worse? This is all, by the way, again, in the span of fucking 14 days. How could it get worse? I know. Let's fight. A little bit of history for all the folks out there, if you're unfamiliar with IBS, Internet Blood Sports. Back in the day, there used to be a show called Morning Kumite with Tonkasaw and Failure. Now, Tonkasaw was an internet tough guy, and he would challenge everybody to a fight. Eventually, he and Andy Worski had a falling out. This set up a sequence of events where Andy Worski was going to fight Tonkasaw, I think it was MMA style, and Tonka never showed up. Now, knowing the history of that, for some reason, Ethan Ralph started bragging that he would fight Andy Worski. I fight him, I ain't scared of him. Ooh, he's going to cry, he's going to curl in a ball. Look at me. I'm the goddamn Bog Hog. I own 26 acres of prime fucking real estate. Nobody beat the Bog Hog, Rage Pig. So Ralph is there saying that Andy obviously is too scared. He won't fight him. To which Andy immediately fucking responds, I will 100% fight Ethan Ralph. He has challenged me, and I said yes. And then he ignores my response. He says he won't here. What a lie. I said this on Flamenco Show. The only thing I asked was to get paid so I don't lose money like I did on Tonka. Get it sorted, dude. Now you think, okay, that's shit talk. That'll obviously just die where it lays. Nope. Within the span of 24 hours, a whole bunch of shit happened, thanks to people like Sam Hyde and Keemstar. And now Ethan Ralph and Andy Worski are scheduled to fight boxing for 6 rounds. I think 3 minutes apiece. Now, Ethan initially agreed to this and then tried everything he could do to get out of it. He started saying that because the title fight was going to be Boogie 2988 versus Sam Hyde. He said, it's never going to happen. It's bullshit. He started DMing Boogie, trying to get her to back out, until Keemstar steps in and says, no, fuck you, fatty. It's totally going to happen. And now you have to fight Andy Worski. There's no escaping it. And Keem even went as far as to draw up fucking posters and promotional material and shit. Now, I don't know all the behind the scenes shit because I'm watching from the outside like everybody else is. But as it stands right now, Boogie and Sam are the main event, and Andy Worski and Ethan Ralph are the undercard. And there could theoretically be one more undercard, which would be PPP versus Baked Alaska. That, I don't know how serious that is, but it's going to be like some kind of weird fucking internet war between America First and Kino Casino, settled in the ring with the gloves on. Now, if you go right now, right this very second, to Ethan Ralph's Twitter feed, you'll see him shitting bricks and trying to get the fuck out of this, saying that Keem is full of crap, that Boogie will never show up, that Sam can't pull it off. Any and all shit talk Ethan Ralph can do at this very moment, he is fucking doing wholeheartedly to try to get the fuck out of this. Because he's scared shitless. Because he knows. Andy last night was talking about how he wanted to fix his eyes by beating them so hard it set them back where they were before. Now remember, yeah, let me pull this back up because I want you to understand this is how Ralph operates. When he's presented the opportunity to do the thing he claims he wants to do, he will run away and scurry because he's a pussy. But when he thinks there's no chance of it happening, you get a conversation like you had with Rand.
He kill you in the middle of the octagon
after having your head used as
no,
a
just tell me,
Rand, just tell me
what you need. Rand, do you want to come or not? Do you want to come here to the United States or not? Okay, well, what do you need?
I'm gonna come.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
But
I'm sure you'll come. I'm sure.
Here's the bit that eludes me. Why are you so convinced that you're not going to get the shit kicked out of you?
Rand, what the thing is, me and you, I don't give a fuck. I can die in that fucking ring and I will have lived. Do you understand? I'm not a bitch like you. I would damn sure love to fucking die on my feet, you fucking coward. You fucking idiots. I would fucking take pride in you killing me in that ring. That's the difference between me and you motherfucker. You fucking really coward. I want to choke the life out of your fucking goddamn throat, you fucking piece of shit. Tell me what you fucking need to get to the United States or shut your fucking mouth.
So there he is, a hooting and a hollering, threatening to strike Rand down. Oh, he's going to tell you, I'm going to beat the shit out of you in the ring. I'll die in the ring. I ain't scared of nothing. Nothing scares Ethan Ralph. Let's go over some Ralph facts. Ethan Ralph has never won a single fight in his fucking life. And we'll go over them. Let's go over the 4 known fights Ethan Ralph has been in. Fight number 1, a police officer. Ethan Ralph, drunk and disorderly, passed out on a park bench, wakes up and swings at a cop. The cop then puts his fucking ass into the pavement, arrests him, and he goes to jail. That's loss number 1. Fight number 2. He goes over to Digibro's house and gets his shit rocked when he tries to break into the house by not one person but multiple people, including a woman who makes him bleed. That's loss number 2. Loss number 3. He flies out to Portugal and gets beaten with metal pipes because he's an obnoxious, fat, retarded American. That's loss number 3. And finally, fight number 4, the bowling alley. Some guy comes up to him, calls him Rape It Ralph, and elbows him right in his face. What does Ralph do? Does he start throwing punches? Nope. He starts screaming, arrest him! Arrest him! Arrest him right now! And then when they drag him around the corner and hold him down, then Ralph gets brave. That's loss number 4. Ralph has never, ever won a fight. And he knows, no matter how out of shape Worski may be or deluded Worski could seem, that he will get his shit rocked in that ring. And I guarantee you, he will do anything he can to get out of this. Now, I know he's desperate for money, and there's a chance there's a good payday with this, but Ralph is going to pull a Tonka and do anything he can to get the fuck out of it, because he is not a winner. Ethan Ralph does not win. Ethan Ralph just consecutively loses in more spectacular ways. It's almost like it erases the previous failures, so maybe you're like, oh my God, yeah, that guy shot his foot off, but then the next day he blows his arm off, so you're like, oh, you forgot about the foot. And then the day after that, he's decapitated himself somehow. So you're just left with the end result. That's kind of Ethan Ralph. That's how he hides his failures, by fucking up bigger and bigger and bigger each and every single time. And so he's terrified. Terrified of this fight. Talked all that shit, how tough he is, how he's ready to go, raring to go, nothing scares the Ralph male. Already trying to run like a little bitch. That is correct. If you were to stack up their records, it would be Ethan Ralph 0-4, Andy Worski 1-0. Because Tonka didn't show up, so Andy won. So it's 1-0 Andy, 0-4 Ethan. I know who I'd be betting my money on if it came down to it. And it sure isn't fucking Ralph. Arrest him! You arrest him right now! Okay, well, we've got another big segment coming up. What are we, about an hour and 15 minutes so far? We'll take a quick, short break for a little bit of music. I'm going to go grab something to drink. I'll come back, read a few super chats. Again, we'll read the rest of them at the end of the stream. And then we'll get into, what do we call him? The king of comedy, I guess? Cat Lord Supreme. Nick Fuentes, and the debate that he and I had. He killed my career, by the way. I know it says there are over 10,000 people watching. That's untrue. This is a dead man's channel. There are no viewers here. It's all lies. Lies and lie. Jim, you just a liar. Fake cancer man lying about things. So, just what song? Let's just I'm gonna put the remix up. We're not really solving a mystery. We've solved the mystery. Ralph is a pussy. But it's a banging little song, so why not? All right, back in 5 minutes, chat.
First clue. We gotta find the culprit. Find that's the first clue. We gotta find that's the first clue. That's the first clue. Now what do we do? That's the first clue. Now what do we do? That's the first clue. We gotta find the culprit. Find that's the first clue. We gotta find that's the first clue. That's the first clue. Now what do we do? That's the first clue. Now what do we do? That's the first clue. We gotta find the culprit. Find that's the first clue. We gotta find that's the first clue. That's the first clue. Now what do we do? That's the first clue. Now what do we do? That's the first clue. We gotta find the culprit. Find that's the first clue. We gotta find that's the first clue. That's the first clue. Now what do we do? That's the first clue. Now what do we do? That's the first clue. We gotta find the culprit. Find that's the first clue. We gotta find that's the first clue. That's the first clue. Now what do we do? That's the first clue. Now what do we do? That's the first clue. We gotta find the culprit. Find that's the first clue. We gotta find that's the first clue. That's the first clue. Find the culprit. Find that's the first clue. We gotta find that's the first clue. That's the first clue.
Did you find the clues, chat? Were they hidden mysteriously, but you found them still? Okay. Let's read some of the super chats so I don't have a mountain of them later on. We'll do like 5 minutes of this, and then we're going to get into the Fuentes stuff. From Cassandra S. Hey, Jimbo. Do you still take requests to play video with fans? I'd like to book an appointment to get Memphis 10'd. Well, if you saw me play a fighting game with Flam, you'd understand that I'm fucking awful at them. And I would probably end up crying afterwards. 20 from Jim. Thanks for the laughs. You're welcome. You should use the Brave browser so I can gift you BAT. It's built in crypto. You get BAT from ads that pop up every now and then in a small window. I've never used a Brave browser. Maybe I'll check it out. From Filthy Gaijin. Shout out to Forbidden Math. Stop grooming our kids, you weirdo. Also, no refunds. From Castle's Keep for 99. Yo, Metokur, glad to have you back. Hope all is well. Stay healthy and thanks for the lulls. From Corona for 2. An update on Coach Red Pill would be interesting. That'll actually be this upcoming Saturday. All right, there's a lot of shit that I had to omit from this. Just again because it'd be too long and my health is a little shitty at the moment. But we'll be covering Coach Red Pill's espionage lifestyle as he 007s his way with his drone swarm through Ukraine. We'll also be talking about Acer Thorn and his litigious nature. That's the guy that was half naked eating hot dogs and gobbling like a turkey on an accidental live stream. He's now suing like half of YouTube because he's very big mad. There'll be another YouTuber that's like in a death threat, death quarrel thing. More shit from Ralph. There's a lot of shit. But that'll be this upcoming Saturday. From Val Malloy, mods on 4chan's X boards are covering up groomers in VR chat. In the NG thread, one named Nick P with a domestic violence conviction in California. They banned about 100 accounts and IP range banned it to hide it. I haven't been on X in a while. I mean, you can only summon a succubus so many times before you go back to X, right? Like after the 400th failed attempt, you kind of stop browsing. From Arrogant Media for $5. If you look up Heaven's Door by Mailbox Dog, that is a real and serious music video from the man I'm at war with named Crazy Joe. I hope you enjoy it. Well, I guess I'll have to check it out. From Das Not True, Farmer Jim, can I get a suey? Also, what tastes better in your opinion, well done steak or poop tartare? Well, it really depends on the palate, doesn't it? I would probably go for well done steak over shit. Now, if I were Ralph, on the other hand, probably a different opinion, to be honest with you. I'm a mayaholic, have $2, and tongue my anus. Well, I don't know about that. I don't know if I want to jump into the rumper dumper stuff this early. From Bling Blong Dinga, you boomer, I'm at work so I can hear you say gamer words right now. Stream at midnight like a normal person. From Tznetch, here's a 5 from my favorite potato. Hail the Sweetie Squad. Oh, and Knickers is a Fed. William the Alchemist for 10. You guys need to figure out the issue with trans people on your own. I have lots of friends and family who are trans. Lots of VTubers are trans. There are more VTubers I would collab with who are trans. From Zyron, hey Jim, get yourself a pack of Spokes on Me, bud, for 20. Thank you. Chaos Inc. for 5. Shout out to my favorite friend, Cassie B. Stay cool, everyone. From, how am I going to pronounce this? Sir Usick Shire. I'm going to go with that for 20. Hey there, Jimbo. It's my birthday today, and I got my hat a week ago. Let the chudding commence, your evil, evil cancer man. Keep it in there, and let the end of the month party be a grand one. From Lactova Celio. And there it is for $2. Read a few more, and we'll jump back in here. From Guy Holloway. Sorry, Jim, longtime fan, but since I found out you're not anti-vax and have had intercourse with your wife, I'm not sure I can continue my support. Good luck in the year of the Chud. I'll try. And then finally from Superhaven for 10. Hunting wild boars in the woods as we speak. Nothing yet but furries. That sounds like a hell of a hunt, I'll be honest with you. All right, chat. Are you ready? Are you ready for the Nicholas Fuentes section? Where we talk about little nipples? The king of the optics. Little nipples. And his cat boy entourage. This will also tie into my theory about Ralph. But I'm not going to tell you what that is until we get to the end of the segment. I don't want to spoil it. Now, during this last 2 weeks of insanity from Ralph, where he was literally fighting every single human being on Earth, because he is a cozy streamer, because Cozy TV is Nicholas Fuentes' personal video streaming website, Nick decided to get involved in relation to what was going on. He heard that Ralph had flagged Flamenco or DMCA'd him, and Nick decided he was going to come in and drop the hot lore. Now, this is what started the shit show and led to me debating Nick Fuentes and my career dying. I tweeted out a clip, got about 90,000 views on it, asking how thin-skinned are they over there? And you might be wondering, what exactly do I mean by that? Well, let's take a look at what Nick himself said.
Yeah, but I report, like, when like, people are shitting on me, I report their streams. I report everything they have to try and get them banned. And I just think that's, like, fair. Because they, it's like, I agree with you, swatting that's like trying to kill somebody. So, like, yeah, it's a type of murder. But, like, this isn't kind of gay to be like, DMCA strike, that's unfair.
A DMCA strike is not the same as reporting somebody, because a DMCA strike automatically removes the stream and removes their ability to stream for
it seems like a fair
7 days.
I think it's a fair tactic.
So, Nick is, you heard it yourself, right? Verbatim, this isn't just DMCAs we're talking about here. Nick is openly saying that when people fuck with him and laugh at him, when they mock him on the internet, he tries to get them deplatformed. And that wasn't specific to one website. That's everywhere. He specifically said anywhere and everywhere I can. So I tweet out about that. He doesn't like it. And then all of a sudden, I'm getting messages. I'm getting messages from Telegram. Because he seems to be a little upset. My response, of course, is the standard meow greeting when dealing with the cat leader supreme. But let's look at what he had to say, specifically in regards to that clip and my assessment of it. Malicious, life-ruining scum like this will dox you, swat you, report you, deplatform you, spread lies and gossip, but retaliate in any way, and they will cry out that you're just thin-skinned. The drama YouTuber cries out in pain as they swat you. It's a little bit heavy, for me, thinking he's being a bitch, to then lay that at my feet. I surely don't remember doxing, swatting, reporting, deplatforming Nick at any time. I do remember calling him a bitch for saying he'd flag people, though. I do remember that. There was a follow-up as well of him being mad about that as well. I'll read that. These are the kinds of people that will dox your entire family, peddle false rape accusation in Ralph's case, send the cops to your house with a loaded gun pointed at you, etc., etc., and then they pretend that the DMCA takedown request is foul play. These drama YouTubers create a culture of malicious harassment. I'm being harassed against streamers with real-world consequences, but fight back and you're violating some unwritten code. Give me a break. I'd like to remind you that as Nick Fuentes is saying this, Ralph is talking about flagging people, DMCAing them, killing them, shooting them in their fucking head with a gun. We're not going to get around to Ralph's new co-host and the shit he's doing, but we'll take a look at it next week. And then we'll look at some of Ralph's former employee associates. He likes to bring up Terry Davis. We're going to talk about Lane Davis, the guy that worked with Ralph and then murdered his fucking father. But it's weird that Fuentes will say this, dox your entire family. You mean like Ralph did when he put Randbot's family up on screen and said he was going to beat him to death? Seems to be a bit selective on the judgment there, Nick. Cozy streamers have been getting swatted for weeks, and where is the outrage over that? But according to them, a DMCA violates the Geneva Convention. We're supposed to take Ralph to the International Criminal Court over this. I'll get on stream with Metokur to discuss this anytime. Bring it on. So, one of the streamers that's on Cozy, and he streams on DLive and YouTube as well, I think it's Michael Alberto. Am I saying that right? Probably not. I'm just going to call him Mike. Mike reaches out and says, and he deleted all his tweets. Oh, what a shit show. Anyway, he invited me to debate Nick. Said Nick wants to debate me. Okay. My response, I don't mind debating Nick. It'll be like Daniel in the Lion's Den, but with Catboys. I'm free Saturday. And then, of course, the more reasonable response to him was, well, will this be unlike a Nick stream, right? So it'll start on time when it's scheduled? If so, how about 7? Of course, because Nick is notorious at never fucking showing up for his own streams. Now, you'd think that in preparation for this debate, as he's literally, by the way, preparing for debate with me about this for some reason, reading Know Your Meme. Know Your Meme is where he goes to get his hot gossip. But you'd think he'd keep a low profile, maybe not make outrageous statements, more ammunition against him. Nope. Decides he's going to double down on it and throws this gem out.
Yeah, let's end the stream by saying everybody report Porcelain. Everybody report his Twitter. I don't have an account because I've been banned for a long time, but I think I should be reported. Let me find a tweet that we can... oh, that's a good one. What's one that breaks TOS?
So I don't know if... Is Nick being groomed by Ralph? Is Ralph teaching Nick his ways? Because he's seemingly going full throttle with it. So that's Ralph wanting to flag everybody. Now you got Nick saying the exact same thing, going after Porcelain, of all people. I speculated during the debate, you'll probably hear parts of it, that the reason that he was going after Porcelain or disliked Porcelain wasn't that he found him annoying, as he initially claimed, but because he did a video on Baked Alaska. At the time, Nick said, why would I care about Baked Alaska? That video was 2 years ago. Who would care? Well, Baked Alaska has a plea agreement that's going to be entered on the 11th of May, which is just like 12 fucking days from now. So maybe somebody wanted to get rid of shit that makes them look bad. I don't fucking know. So that leads us into the debate video. And what a fucking nightmare that was. I got contacted by Michael saying, hey, Nick wants to talk with you. We'll set up for this time. Okay, fine, sure, we'll do that. And then like 1 or 2 subsequent messages where it was, hey, I'll let people restream. I don't care. And I'm going to restream. I think he said on D-Live. He settled on D-Live. Aside from that, I had no information going into this fucking shit show. That was it. Just, hey, you're going to talk to him. This is the time. Okay. I didn't know we're walking into fucking Oxford rules. So I've taken a 3-hour debate, and because I'm merciful, because I'm so kind, I've cut it down by 90% to try to really just get to the nuggets of what we're talking about here. So here's the debate that ended my career, and Nick states that openly too while we're debating, that he's there to put me in the ground, that I'm never recovering from this, that this is the total annihilation of the nihilist known as Jim Metokur. So let's prepare, chat. I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to want to smoke or a whiskey or something, because woo, it is something.
Coming to the stream, and I'm like, okay, so what exactly is the beef going on here between Flamenco and Ethan Ralph? And Flamenco's like, well, he DMCA'd my stream, and I said, yes, so what? That's fair game. And I think ultimately that's really what this is about. And then, like I said, the other areas are, then I said that I report people, which is true, and I do, mostly on Twitter, though. I'll just say that, mostly on Twitter. And I also said that Metokur is aloof and smug and acts like he's above it all, and I think that he's not above it all at all, actually. So those are the other areas. But yeah, so that's my position. And then Metokur was like, Nick said this, and then with the usual Kiwi Farm stuff, and so that's where we are. So I'm just sort of curious. I want to know.
Oh, I do want to point this out. I didn't pick up on this at first. It wasn't until after the debate that it really hit home for me. He brings up Kiwi Farms like 13, 14 times throughout the entirety of the debate. And then at the very end of the debate, openly admits that he's been reading his Kiwi Farms thread every day for 2 fucking years. I think he thinks that anybody that makes fun of him gathers at Kiwi Farms in that particular thread to shit talk him. He thinks that Kiwi Farms thread is like anti-Nick Central. And I was a little baffled when I talked to him because he kept bringing up Kiwi Farms and Josh and all this other shit. And I just couldn't, it was just weird to me. I couldn't figure it out. I was like, because people shit talk him all the time on 4chan or on Twitter or wherever else you might, fucking run across the conversation. But he was laser focused on Kiwi Farms.
Metokur's position on this. I want to hear his.
Let's hear it.
It could be funny or not funny, whatever you like. But I'm just curious what the beef is.
What the beef is?
Mm-hmm.
I think you're a histrionic cunt.
Okay. Is that supposed to be funny?
Well, I mean, you are the arbiter of humor, seething behind a block button and banning shit that makes you upset.
I'm not. Do I seem upset?
You seem pretty pissed off for the last week.
I mean,
I don't think so. Did you watch my stream? Did you watch my stream last night?
Let me read some of your words, King.
Okay.
Malicious, life-ruining scum that will dox you, swat you, report you, deplatform you, spread lies and gossip, retaliate in any way. Seems a little ass mad.
No, I think that's just true. Don't you think that's true?
I didn't know getting laughed at on the fucking internet was malicious, life-ruining things.
When things happen to me, I basically just take it in stride.
No, you don't.
You know? Yeah,
you admit it on stream that you get ass mad, and then you go after people.
Oh, really? Clip?
It's on my fucking timeline. You've commented on it.
Well, why don't you watch the clip when I got swatted? When I got swatted, did I come back on my show and go, this crossed a line? I mean, I was just making jokes on the internet. I said, oh, well, yeah.
Well, how does a guy bitch and whine about being deplatformed? How does a guy bitch and whine about being deplatformed? Oh, poor martyr me. And then he's like, I'm going to take down people laughing at me on the internet.
But that's the
difference.
difference.
Kind of seems faggy to me.
That's the difference, because I didn't come on the stream like telling people, hey, you should take my side and feel bad for me. I mean, I go on my show and say, yeah, like, this is what's up. It's not right, but it is what it is. I stepped in the arena and I pay the price. And it seems like, and that's your issue, you and these other people.
You mean
like
most
Flamenco.
people on the internet when somebody passes out?
No, I mean like Flamenco. Like Flamenco's going to go on a show and he's going to call Ralph a rapist and send people to his event to sabotage.
So when he's, also I focused the video just on the participants. So you're seeing slightly, that's the host, Michael's fucking head, because he kept switching around for some reason on 82 different screens. So you can wave at the fucking host and his atrocious haircut. Sabotage his event.
Yeah.
Like, that sounds familiar. God, I wonder who else did something like that.
That's what he did. I don't know what you're referring to.
Charlie Kirk, you don't remember that?
That's a little different though, right?
Oh, how's it different?
It's different because, well, I mean, we could talk about Charlie Kirk, but let's stick with Flamenco.
How's it different?
Well, the difference is we're not crying about what Charlie Kirk does to us. We're not going around saying, Charlie Kirk crossed the line. That's the difference.
But you're saying Flamenco did.
Yeah, that's exactly what he did.
So Flamenco crossed the line by sending somebody, but not you when you were going to fuck with Charlie Kirk.
We're talking about what's fair. We're talking about what's fair. If
what the fuck do you mean what's fair?
Because you're going out there and you're saying that DMCAing is like crossing a line or something, right? Is that not your position?
I said that if you're going to be a whiny little cunt and say, oh, if people make fun of me on the internet, that's I'm going to flag them down. I'm going to get them banned wherever I can. We're at war.
But that's not what we said.
That's exactly what you said.
Exactly. It's not.
Nearly verbatim what you said. I mean, chat, let's go take a look at the footage because he denied this. Let's go see what he said.
Yeah, but I report like when like people are shitting on me, I report their streams. I report everything they have to try and get them banned, and I just think that's like fair because they, it's like I agree with you. Swatting that's like trying to kill somebody. So
I think Nick is lying. Is that a lie, Nick? I'm pretty sure that's a straight up fucking lie. That's exactly what you said. Anytime somebody's shitting on you or making fun of you or mocking you, you try to take them out because you can't stand it. And then he tries to deny it while the video's sitting on social media with 90,000 fucking views. It's very weird.
Not quite.
It's literally on my timeline.
Well, because I went on your whole Twitter timeline yesterday. Like, I'll give you a perfect example.
Not my Twitter timeline. Sure. Go ahead. Give me an example.
Okay. Oh boy, man, this is good stuff. So, like, this is a perfect example. So, you and Ralph are going back and forth. I went over the whole thread, and so you're talking shit about each other, and he's saying you're saying like, oh, you're fat, and he's saying like, I'll fuck your wife on stream, whatever. And then you quote tweet his tweet, and you say this. You say he called you childless, and you say, it truly is heartbreaking that I'm childless. If only I had a son, I'd hug him every day because that way he'd know I'd love him. I couldn't imagine not doing so.
Yeah,
and like,
that's what I said.
Yeah, I read that and like, do you think that's funny? Like, is that supposed to be a joke?
That's fucking great. Yeah, because that's a shot right at his ass for being a terrible dad.
Yeah, and that's where we're getting to. It's like your whole mission, you pretend like you're all the way over here pointing and laughing. But what you're really saying is like, you're a bad person. You should know you're a bad person.
It's really weird to me, too, looking back at this, that he doesn't understand it seems pretty apparent what the fucking joke is in relation to Ralph and his son. And, how turnabout's fair play with his whole you're childless shit. and then saying if I had a son, I'd hug him every day because Ralph can't hug his son. But it's like Nick couldn't comprehend that and thought this was like some on-high moral judgment. And I shit you not, he will psychoanalyze this fucking tweet. This is why I had to condense 3 hours down to 30 fucking minutes. He will psychoanalyze this fucking tweet for like 40 minutes. 40 fucking minutes.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Did I make fun of Ralph in his fatherhood position as he rambles on about literally anybody's family he wants to?
Anyway, but you're getting away from the point. You're trying.
Also, I had to cut Too Hot for YouTube on that particular thing. There's a little snippet cut out. Some statements Ralph had made in relation to Nick's sister and her sexual interests, which is also funny because at the time this debate was going on, and I said this to Nick, Ralph denied it and said, no, that's not true. And Nick immediately remembered it. So it's buried. It's a little nugget back in the back of his fucking mind. He remembers it. Ralph is there denying it on a separate stream while Nick is agreeing with me. Yeah, no, that totally fucking happened.
Trying to like, this is what you do. You barrage with these like cheap shots. These are all very cheap. Because these like have nothing to do with the point, and these are things everyone's heard a million times before, and it's just
they've heard it a million times.
It's like the first thing that you can get, and you take the first thing you can get and go, and then I'm supposed to be like,
should I just say wash 80 times in a row? Wash, cringe. I mean, that's your shtick, right?
No, not really. My shtick is ending your career right now.
Oh, God,
and anyway, so this tweet, I know it is. It's going to be terrible for
I'm
you.
so ended.
Let me check right now, chat. How ended is my career? 10,000 viewers. I mean, I think it's devastated. I should probably hold a poll. Is it over for Jimmy? We'll let chat decide. Have I been killed by the cat boy? There we go. Well, we'll come back to that later on in the debate. Let's continue.
Little Knickers is coming to get me.
Little Knickers, is that?
Yeah, Little Knickers is coming to get me.
And there it is. Like you go into these streams and you're the smartest guy in the room, but you're in a room full of dumb people.
That's what I am right now, Nick. I'm the smartest guy in the room.
Cheap shot. So, but the point I was trying to get at with that tweet is
you had a point. Okay.
See, that's what I'm talking about. It's like the point I was trying to talk about with this tweet is like that tweet is a good example of what you're really about, which is you're not the guy that's laughing over here. You're a guy that like cares deeply about like saying that Ralph is like a bad person.
This is the weirdest fucking psychoanalysis over a tweet. You know, you sound like a fucking retard, right?
I think you sound like a retard. I think you sound like a retard.
Let me psychoanalyze your tweet.
Like yeah, I am. I am going to psychoanalyze you.
Oh my God,
I am going to psychoanalyze
so deep.
you.
Oh, okay.
It is deep. See, this is what we're calling deflecting, and like, you know,
this
you
is
get
me mocking you because you're a fucking retard.
No. This is just
at the end of the day, you're literally a bitch that flags shit down that makes fun of you. You get
and I laugh. I flag shit down, and then I laugh. And I laugh at how mad that makes you, Jim. I laugh. When you go on Twitter and say, America first is a mess, you're a mess, this is pathetic. I fucking die laughing. Not die like you literally. Pathetic. I die laughing.
Nick, because you literally
of how mad
are
that makes
pathetic.
You. I don't think so. I think I'm a millionaire.
I think
you're a
see,
bitch.
There we go. I love how arrogant you get about it.
I know. I love how arrogant I am too.
A small amount of power because you have a minor streaming platform?
No, because I'm a cool genius.
Because I'm a cool genius thinking the big thoughts. I don't know. It's weird to market yourself as hosting a streaming platform and you're trying to bring in new talent. And what's the first thing they hear about the platform that you're advertising? It's, oh yeah, those guys abuse the DMCA system and they flag down people that make them mad. Who the fuck would want to go there? Why would you want to go there? Like, what security exists at a place like that? You know, he acts like, you mentioned drama streamers, but it feels like streamers in general he looks down on. So why open a streaming platform? Why make statements like this? Who is that going to attract? It was a really weird fucking conversation. It was a very fucking weird conversation. That's the funniest thing you said tonight. Could you provide me with one of your tweets so I could compare?
It's just the most snarky. Okay, how about like George Floyd blown to smithereens with a grenade? Like that's like.
That's his sense of humor. That tweet exists, by the way. where I asked him for an example of what he thought was funny, and it's literally like some Penguin of Doom caddy shit holds up Spork, like some fucking pasta you would have read in 2006. George Floyd blown up by a grenade. That's the tweet. That's the joke. That's the comedy genius, the mind that I'm up against in this fucking conversation.
Just not caring. That's like just saying random shit. I went through your Twitter timeline for a week, and every tweet is Ralph said this, Ralph said that, Ralph did this, now Ralph is saying this, now Ralph is that, now Ralph is that, now Ralph is this. Yeah.
A whole week. Oh my God.
Like 20 times a day for a week.
Laughing at him and fucking with him. How long did you follow around Charlie Kirk?
Not really.
How long did you follow around Charlie Kirk, Nick?
Like 2 or 3 months or something.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't say it was
what would be
the
appropriate way? What would be the appropriate way to make fun of Ethan Ralph?
I said it
Nick,
indicates...
give me some examples of what would the appropriate funny haha way of being to make fun of Ralph.
I don't know. You're the expert. I'm a political
You just
guy.
told me. You just told me I'm not funny, and you're the expert of humor. So tell me.
Yeah, but
help me out. Teach me, master.
I will. Thank you. Yeah, you should call me that. Call me master from now on. Okay.
Yeah.
Master
no. Teach me. Show me.
Call me master.
What's a good way?
Wait. Call me master.
What's a good way?
Excuse me, servant. Call me Master Nick from now on. Thank you.
I'm not Jaden. Okay.
Thank you.
Put your hands up so I can see them.
And another one. And another one.
Put your hands up so I can see them.
I'm floundering. Let's grab something. I'm floundering. Let's grab something from Keyword.
Oh, you're grabbing something, all right. You're grabbing something, all right. You're so witty and sharp. Give me a quick lesson.
Okay, well, like if I were to attack Ethan Ralph, if I were really to go after him,
awesome.
I think the fat jokes are played out. Like I think that's too easy. I think that's sort of lame. So I would maybe go. Well, it's actually kind of tricky because Ethan Ralph doesn't really care. Basically everything.
That's probably the biggest lie in the entire debate. Ethan Ralph probably doesn't care if you make fun of him. I just showed you, chat, 2 weeks worth of Ethan Ralph flipping the fuck out at every single person on the internet, from a streaming platform that just gave a standard boilerplate fucking response, to somebody asking why they were being name dropped, to somebody who was successfully streaming that had nothing to do with Ralph, to somebody that was not even associated with him anymore, somebody talking to him about why he was mad, his ex-wife, anybody and everyone, anything possible makes Ralph fucking big angry.
Things been said about this guy. He's fat. He smelled his finger. He did that. Whatever. Like that's already kind of all played out. If I really want to go after Ethan Ralph, I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't do that because the guy's my friend, first of all. So I don't know that I would actually maliciously.
Sounds scared. I mean, just you can't give me an example. It's weird.
If I were to make fun of Ethan Ralph, I would probably go after the sunglasses. I would go after, well, yeah, I'll admit, when he got beat up in Portugal, that was a little bit funny. It was funny when you made fun of him for that. I'll say that. I would stick with something like that.
The funniest thing about this is as the conversation goes on and Nick relaxes a little bit more and laughs at Ralph. See, Ralph can't stand being slighted, no matter what he says. If you say something, I wiggled a pill bottle at him twice. And that made me a death enemy. Nick Rekieta said that it sounded like Ralph sharted on his chair, and that made him a death enemy. And now Nick Fuentes is going to open up about what he finds funny about Ralph, starting out with the same thing I did, which was him being beaten with pipes by Portuguese pimps and completely fucking his face up. You just know at the core of his being, he is seething like a motherfucker as he's listening to this take place.
But when you start and go into like, if I had a kid, I would hug him. I couldn't imagine not doing that. Like, that's not funny. So I think you should maybe go back to like the other stuff where it's like you make fun of him getting beat up in Portugal, like classic Schadenfreude. That's a good one.
R.I.P.
But I'm trying to help you understand.
$50. Nick positively radiates.
Oh, no, you keep going.
I'm the master. I'm the master. So please just
again, I'm not Jaden.
This is a lesson. No, you called it. You said I was the master, right? Didn't you just say that? I'm your master.
Big T sent $100.
I mean, those are your words. Unless you want to walk that back for me, bitch. You want to walk that back?
Vegetables, Lamau.
Huh?
Enjoy.
Do I want to walk backwards?
Yeah, you want to walk back? Did you call me your master?
I don't want to walk backwards towards you. No, I don't want to be part of ass first. I know that's what you like.
There it is.
There it is. There it is. By the way, occasionally you hear the super chats. Michael probably was the smartest person in the entire situation. He turned on text to speech at full volume and then walked away. And he made like $2,000, $2,000 or $3,000 which is pretty fucking great when I mean, he's got a smaller audience. He's just starting out. So you just turn that fucker full volume and then pretend you don't notice it and walk away for like an hour and just make ridiculous amounts of money. So well done, Michael, on on capitalizing on this shit show.
How about Dumper Pumper? Say that one. Can you say that one? Dumper Pumper? Everyone will
I just
laugh.
listened to the clip of you
Everyone,
talking
no. Everyone will laugh
for like 10 minutes long.
Oh, wait. I liked when you said something like flapjack boobs to Ralph. That was funny because it was like silly. It was like scatological and silly. His boobs are like flapjack. Oh, if I were like 80 years old, I would think that's the funniest thing in the world.
Oh, well, and this will be for next weekend as well, Chad. I'm trying to keep some things back, like the nickel-plated ring. But yes, Ethan Ralph actually physically has 4 tits. Ethan Ralph has 4 tits, chat. That's not a joke. It's real. If you've seen somebody with double chins or his bifurcated gunt, Ethan Ralph actually has 4 breasts. I don't know physically how that's even possible. I was on the Kino Casino with Andy and PPP, and if you watch PPP's reaction to just viewing 4 tits, double titties, like it's otherworldly, it's ethereal. It's like looking on the old gods, right? Cthulhian almost, where your eyes burst into flames and your soul and your brain can't handle what you're processing. It's like looking on a 5th dimensional being, and it breaks you at an atomic level. And there's this moment where PPP, because he's a heavyset guy, is looking at Ethan Ralph with 4 tits, and he subconsciously grabs his breast. And I bet you every single man that's even slightly overweight that looks at this picture that I'll show you next week, when you see it, you'll do the same thing. Because you're wondering, how is that physiologically possible? What the fuck am I looking at? How can a man have this many tits? But he does. He does. It's like a Dr. Moreau's Island experiment gone wrong. I don't know what admixture of animals has been fused together to create Ethan Ralph, but he has 4 tits. And that is funny. I don't care what Nick says. Seeing a man with 4 tits is something you don't see every day.
So,
I know, because it's not funny that he literally has double tits. Like
$50. Ralph is a trash barrel.
You wouldn't talk about him eating shit out of a woman's ass, Nick?
Ralph is a trash barrel.
You wouldn't talk about him eating
not really.
shit out
Sounds
of a
kind
woman's
of
ass?
gross.
Ralph is a trash
Sounds kind of
barrel for
disgusting.
11 inches. Is a trash
It
barrel
is.
for
It's
11
fucking
inches
reprehensible.
faggot.
But you wouldn't talk
Ralph
about
is
it?
a trash barrel
I
for
would talk
11
about it,
inches
but it's
faggot.
just kind of gross.
Ralph is a trash barrel for 11 inches
disgusting. I
faggot.
can't believe.
I love the fact too that I had nothing to do with setting this up. One thing you need to know is this was a Cozy TV exclusive or whatever. These were cozy people. This is all in Nick's wheelhouse, right? Michael was running it from there, though he did do a restream from D Live that lasted 4 minutes until it got banned. But aside from unofficial restreams, which he did allow, this is all cozy. So all the TTS money that's coming through, I can only assume, is coming from also Groypers and American First people. And almost every single one of them is talking about how disgusting a human being Ethan Ralph is, which is remarkable. Again, he's watching all of this. He's listening to Nick and I talk about his quadruple titties and getting beaten and laughing about it. And then he's hearing TTS talk about how he's a disgusting pig human. And he's just losing his fucking mind.
He ate shit out of a woman's ass and then put it up on the internet. So weird.
Yeah. Didn't you have sex with your wife though on the internet too? So.
Oh yeah, no, I finger banged the shit out of her. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it's all pretty gross. I think you're gross. I think Ralph's a little gross with that. I think it's all pretty gross.
A little gross. So you think fingering a woman is worse than eating shit out of her ass?
I think it's all very gross. Frankly, I think it's all very gross. Actually, no. See, try something else. Throw something else out.
I'm asking about your website.
The one thing didn't work. Now try something else out.
You literally just opened the door. You said, I built a successful censorship-free platform.
That's right.
So I'm asking you about your platform.
What about it?
So is it 230 compliant?
Is what? Section 230 compliant? Yes, 100%.
So you have a DMCA registered agent to take complaints? Because I don't see it.
We have everything. We have everything.
Where is it on your website, Nick?
It's on the website.
Where?
At the bottom.
At the bottom where?
At the bottom of the
R.I.P.
website.
Little Nick has sent $100. The
So if I go there, there's a button that says DMCA complaint.
Yeah, it's right there.
Catboy, catboy, catboy,
is it?
catboy, 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 catboy,
So anyway.
catboy, 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 catboy.
So this is again.
Oh, fucking TTS, man. Oh, Ethan Ralph's a pig. Catboy, 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 catboy. By the way, the reason I kept bringing up the 230 thing is they had nothing for it. They put in a fake report button because UX did like a raid on eThoughts on Twitch to make them think they could report and just get some kind of action taken, but it did nothing. So there was no way to file a DMCA or do any kind of complaint on his website. Funnily enough, Kiwi Farms, Nick's favorite place, was looking at bots at, trawl websites and found that all that DMCA shit suddenly appeared after this debate. Almost like Nick ran out to a lawyer and had that shit whipped up real quick. I can't confirm or deny it, but it's a hell of a quinky dink, isn't it? I'm looking at the bottom of your website right now. I don't see it.
It's there. You just got to keep looking.
Rape it. Ralph sent $100.
Oh, do I?
Was a faggot,
Yeah.
revenge pornographer, rapist, deadbeat dad. America first, by the way.
You're
Ralph
fun,
is a
Jim.
faggot,
You're very
revenge
fun.
pornographer.
This is so gay. Nick, can't you just admit that it was fucking stupid that Ralph is going around bragging about DMCAing people and
Yeah,
that maybe you
so-
went overboard?
So if we could get back, yeah, that's the original point. No, I think it was funny.
So you think it's funny just to abuse the legal system?
Yes. And I'm tired of pretending it. He abused the legal system and you're laughing. Yeah, I am laughing. I think it's funny. Are you not laughing?
I think it's kind of gay.
Why
I
are
mean,
you
if
not
you
laughing,
can't,
though?
well, I mean, if you can't take a joke, right, Nick? I mean, that seems like that makes you the sensitive one. If you've got a flagged on shit making fun of
I
you.
don't think zing.
I've been
boom.
waiting for your wit and like your insults and shit, but like there's just nothing. You do a durr voice and then say cringe. Where is it? Come on, hit me with the fire.
Yeah. Anyway, so do you believe Alice? I don't think that's harmless.
He's hiding behind, legality is what you're saying. He's hiding behind legality because Ralph
I'm not saying
DMCA'd that because he was mad.
And Flamenco could countersue. Flamenco could countersue all day long. And if he thinks that he was aggrieved, then he should. And then that's fair. And then it's all fair. But you're the people over there that are crying and saying, oh my gosh, this
Who's my people,
DMCA is
Nick?
beyond the pale.
Who's
you
my
and
people?
Flamenco and Porcelain and Augie and on all these YouTubers. Okay? That's
Why did you want to flag down Porcelain, by the way, Nick? Why did you want to flag down Porcelain? What did he
Because
do?
the guy's annoying and his content should be
so
honestly,
it's annoying.
His
now,
content
too.
sucks, so it shouldn't be online anymore. And I get to say that.
Sure. You sure you're not going after, Porcelain because he did a Baked Alaska documentary and your ass hurt your friend got made fun of?
When was that, Jim? Was that like
I mean, let's see. You got angry. You got angry because Ethan Ralph got fucked with. You got angry because, Baked Alaska got fucked with. It sounds like you're just a little bitch running around protecting your friends.
Not really. I just hate his content. I hate his content and I think it shouldn't be online anymore. And
It's a really weird position to take. I don't like your content, so I'm just going to remove it because I feel like it. Like, what did Porcelain do to you? The only connection, it has to be Baked Alaska. There's no other explanation for it. It makes no sense when you hear it. But when you take it into context of Bake's got a big court date coming up on the 11th, yeah, why wouldn't they want to fuck with Porcelain to get the video to go away? That's kind of how it feels.
You're the little bitch that's crying about it. I mean, you keep saying, like, you're so mad, you're so mad. I said, like, oh, you got DMCA'd? I don't know, seems kind of funny. And everybody else is like, oh, my gosh, you can't DMCA. Like, if you got DMCA'd, I would think that was hilarious. I'm just telling you. If you got DMCA'd and your content got banned, I would think that's very funny.
Okay.
I wouldn't be angry.
I mean, you are the humor expert.
I'm not really
I think you're misreading it again.
I think you're misreading it, Jim, because, like I said, I thought it was funny that Flamenco's channel got DMCA'd, if I'm being honest. I thought it was kind of funny. And I'm tired of pretending it's not. He's abusing the legal process and you're laughing. I mean, you literally just said that earlier.
You've used that line 3 times.
Yeah, because it just goes to show.
Joker,
I know. I saw it 10 times in the theaters. And it's because you have this attitude
I've got to put up with it 7 more times in this call.
You do. Absolutely you do, because you're my bitch.
Any other zingers you want to throw at me, Nick?
Now you're stealing my jokes. Now you're stealing my jokes, pal. Know all this lore about Ralph. You do.
I care more about Ralph than you do. You've literally come on stream to defend him, and you've spurred out for a week.
I didn't come on to defend him. I came on to kill your career, bitch. Don't.
I saw you with your gay little knife and your limp-wristed hold. Oh, I'm gonna kill Bo. Look at me. I got a knife. I'm the Joker.
I am.
I'm scary.
That's right. I am.
Look at that shit.
I am scary.
I'm surprised you can lift it with one hand.
Look at me. Look, I can lift it. Look.
It's like debating special ed. I don't know what it was. Just, and again, I've cut this down. I've condensed this debate for you, chat. All right, we're about halfway through, but in the actual debate, quote unquote, in the Reddit halls of debating on the internet, we're like an hour in. We're an hour into this of talking about. I don't even know what we're talking about. Essentially, that it's cool if Nick wants to ban people offline, and that Ralph is actively trying to do that through whatever means they can do by offering actual cash bounties to do it. Just seems like a really dumb position to take, again, when you want to start a streaming platform. What's the Fed?
No, you implied I was a Fed on Twitter. You said that I would say that federal agents are based or something. Go. Hit the funny button. Tell what's the catchphrase?
Oh no,
on
that was talking about Big Alaska doing a plea deal on mail.
No, you said me. You said Nick Fuentes is probably
because you'll defend your friends. So when Baked Alaska takes his plea deal, I'm sure you will say something.
Right on cue. Right on cue. There it is. Okay, so I think that's all of them.
If Baked takes a plea deal, will you be like, that's awesome?
I'll read the plea deal. I have to read the plea deal actually and see what's in it. And if it's bad, I'm gonna kill him. If it's a bad plea deal, I will personally see to it that he's killed in prison. So
that's never gonna come back to haunt him. If we were to do like a running tally, I should have done this. I should have had a counter up on screen that just had like the section anyways, and there it is. What number do you think we would have been at by the end of this debate? I'm going to guess he probably threw out maybe 120. There it is. And maybe 85 anyways. Chat, does that sound right to you? Is my math checking out? My career's dead, so my brain doesn't work so good no more. So maybe you can help me do this this heavy lifting. Seeing a lot of there it is, but no anyways. You think my numbers are 462 is quite the big number, chat. 234 might be a little bit higher than I thought. Oh, Zinger, we could have done a Zinger count too. Just add them all.
It doesn't squeal on me. The reason why they call me Nick the Knife is because I'm incisive.
Well, Nick, when I die and I go to hell, I'll make sure to kiss a boy first so we can end up in the same section.
Very good. The reason why they call me Nick the Knife is because
it's ironic.
It's Destiny.
Yeah,
Destiny
I didn't
wants
have a list of.
My best friend.
Yeah, do you guys want Destiny on?
This bugs your whole argument because Destiny is my best friend.
This is my favorite fucking part. So Destiny wanted to come into the debate, and sat in his car for like 3 hours and never got on. And Nick was so excited to have Destiny come on because I guess Destiny was going to blow my ass out of the water. But Destiny decided to talk about this debate afterwards. So I spliced it in. Here's what Destiny thought of this entire thing.
The Fuentes Metokur conversation, whew, that was a rough one. Because I think Fuentes is kind of like so isolated in terms of like having other other friends or like popular people. He has to like go all in, like trying to defend like Ethan Ralph's personal life. That is a not enviable position to be in, where you're trying to run defense for Ethan Ralph. Holy shit! I don't know how many people watched the Metokur stream, but Jesus, that was a rough one. Yikes!
Remember?
Yikes! That was his assessment. Yikes! Because he's seeing the same thing I am, and this will come down to my insight at the end of this little video. We've got about another 15 minutes to go here, and then we'll be done. But that was not the defense I think Nick would have been expecting had Destiny actually shown up on fucking stream. He basically called Nick friendless. He called Nick Fuentes friendless and told him the best he could get with was Ethan Ralph, and so that's why he was desperate to defend him. Yikes! Oh, that's got to chap your ass a little bit.
Ralph agreed he's not going to take anything down.
No, he had his fingers crossed behind his back.
I don't know.
Don't trust him.
Classic irony, bro move. He had his fingers crossed up his wife's ass behind his back. And then he smells. See, Jim, now that's funny. Now, see, Jim, that's a funny joke because I haven't heard that one before.
Yeah,
that's
I made those.
Now, see,
I made those
good.
jokes though, Nick. That
As
was like
opposed
3 or
to
4
like
weeks ago.
flapjack nipples. Did you
Have you seen his? Have you seen his tits?
Yeah,
Nick, have you seen his tits?
I could go on Google Images and look at.
What do you think? What do you think of the physique of that? What do you think of the physique of that? Do you think that's normal?
It's a rough physique. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty ghastly. But, but you know what?
Do you think that's even normal for a fat person?
It's not healthy. He doesn't look very healthy. But you know, I'm not really one to talk. What? What's not looking so good?
I said he's not looking so good with that physique. Yeah.
No, we're pray for Ethan Ralph. Pray.
You heard it, chat. Nick Fuentes finds Ethan Ralph to be a disgusting human being with an abomination of a body, and we need to press P to pray for Ethan Ralph. We need to press P right now. Nick Fuentes said it clearly. Ethan Ralph is just a mess, a disgusting, blubbery mess of a human being. Fingers crossed up his wife's ass, and he needs our prayers. Oh, Ralph, that's your boss. You got to take that. When Nick Fuentes snaps his fingers, Ralph, you better pay attention. You're his little bitch now. And when he says you're a tubby tub of lard, you better smile. Nick's praying for you, Tubby. Oh.
For Ethan Ralph's swift recovery. It's just like, I'm just telling you, it's lame. Like,
God, I thought you were gonna take me down, but this is so fucking gay. You're upset that I don't have internet friends.
I'm not upset.
And you don't like my one tweet, and you don't like my content. Okay, wow, those are zingers. I'm really fucking devastated. It's over for Jim. How is he coming back from this?
It is over for you. It is over for you.
Oh, it's fucking done.
It is.
Ring the funeral bell.
Well, hey,
I'm just gonna jump. I'm gonna jump in
that's morbid.
I'm gonna jump in the grave right now.
That's morbid.
I'm not even gonna wait for the
don't joke
Nick.
like that,
I'm just
Jim.
gonna jump right in the grave
don't
right now.
Don't joke like that, Jim. You got plenty of good years left. Okay, don't even joke
I've
like
been
that.
devastated. I've been devastated. Nick doesn't like my content.
Yeah,
Internet
you
career
are devastated.
over.
You're devastated.
Internet
by your
career
master.
over.
It's true. Yep. He's stuff. And again, like,
did you really call me on a live stream to cry about my like? That's it. That's
I'm
it.
not
This is what
crying.
we've got.
Yeah, we did. Well, I mean, we both agreed to do the stream, actually, right? So
yeah, I know.
This is
but
what
I
I wanted to say.
Had something when you asked me to do the stream. I thought you had something.
Yes, I did, which is to tell you that your content sucks and it's cheap and it's easy and anybody could do it. Anybody could do it. It's like, you know, you've done this for years and years and years, and
sure,
that's your legacy, and your legacy is garbage that I shit all
Phil.
over.
My internet legacy. Oh God, how am I going to live with that one? You see that little smile he got? He got that reference. He understood I'm talking about DSP. He understood that he's seriously sitting here talking about internet legacies of fucking videos on YouTube. And it sounds like the shit that would come out of Phil Burnell's mouth. That's something DSP would say. Why are you saying that? Why would you ask another grown man to come on stream and tell him he needs to think more carefully about his internet legacy of YouTube videos and not expect to be mocked?
Real.
They're not going to remember me next to big people like
$4.11,
Fred and the Angry
Ralph
Orange.
is a faggot.
You see, my legacy is going to be basically Hitler 2, 3, and 4. It's because it's something that is against your interest.
A fundamental misunderstanding of what I'm telling you. I'm saying it is a weak, thin-skinned bitch move to try to remove stuff when people mock you. It makes you look like a bitch.
I'm telling you that's a cope. I'm telling you that's a cope. I'm telling you
that's not a cope.
It
a cope is what you do. Crying like a bitch and flagging shit to get it off the internet.
Crying. Flamenco is crying all over the internet about how it's DMCA.
Great. He's probably ass hurt literally from the fucking pegging.
So when you go, oh, you're just mad. It's like, okay, and you're not streaming, bitch, and we're all
because
laughing.
we're talking about you. We're talking about you.
No, we're not. We're talking about Flamenco and Ralph.
If we're talking about Flamenco, why was it life-ruining scum? Will doc, SWAT, and report you. Why'd you quote tweet me then if we're talking about Flamenco?
Because you tweeted about me.
I clipped you.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
you
I
tweeted
clicked
about me.
you saying you flag people
Me?
because you get upset when they make
But-
fun of you.
And that's a separate issue. Are we talking about the DMCA or we're talking about me reporting people on Twitter? Because those are two separate things. And again, you're pivoting and moving things around because you lost on.
Spoiler alert, chat. We never got to that issue. It was a 3-hour conversation about internet friends, internet legacy videos, and flamenco. That was the conversation. He quotes me. He quotes me with the doxing, swatting, malicious shit because I thought it was gay that he flags people down to make fun of him. And then we have a 3-hour conversation that never fucking ever really gets around to that. Try to make it vague. Don't try to make it vague.
You
Nick.
literally, you're
You
the
didn't
one
say
that's
on Twitter
obfuscating.
in that clip. Don't try to make it vague. You said I report people. I go after them and get them banned anywhere.
I do report on Twitter, mostly
Anywhere.
I've done 1 or 2 reports on YouTube, but mostly on Twitter is what I was talking about. And I do report people on
Yeah, but
Twitter.
that's not what you said in the clip, though.
Okay, I didn't know I was on the record. I didn't know I had my hand on the Bible. Are we streaming with Nick Rakita? I'll have to dumb it down. Duh, duh.
I didn't know your religion allowed you to lie when it was convenient. That's okay.
It's not that it's a lie. It's that I didn't add the necessary specificity. No, it's not. Do you care about the law?
Yes,
I would think so.
sure.
Yes. Well, that's fucking gay. The law.
Yes, I care about the lie.
Okay, well, you're a faggot.
Yeah,
then.
no, I
you
care
about the law. You're a fucking faggot, dude. Because the law is broken. The law allows people to be mass deplatformed on Twitter and YouTube, mass demonetization, and then people are going to cry about DMCA. The defamation standard is ridiculous.
But Nick, I thought you told me that's funny.
But then you're going to hide behind the law.
Nick, wasn't it funny when you got fucked?
It was funny for the people that did it. It was funny for the people that did it.
DMCA'd or when you got deplatformed and all that's funny, right?
Yeah, it was funny for the people that did it, and then I adapted to the situation. I didn't go and try and convince
by turning
people.
into them. You adapted by turning into them.
Yeah, that's cute. No, I adapted by they banned me from
exactly
being
what
live.
you did.
I made my gay. Hiding behind the legality of a false DMCA claim is gay. Frankly, I think that's gay because the law doesn't
what
work.
what is your fucking argument? So you just want what to be able to take
I
down
just
anybody
stated my
you don't
argument.
like
No.
through what?
I stated my argument.
No, wait a minute. What is your overarching point, Nick? That you want to be able to take down people you don't like who say things you don't like in any way you can.
You're restating what I'm saying in an incorrect way because you don't know how to answer
make it
my
correct.
argument. Okay, I will make it correct. I will make it correct.
Good.
You're going to have to use your ears because you're dumb. You have to really focus in on this one. I know this is tough stuff.
Hold on. Let me take the cat ears off. All right, I can hear you clearly now.
Perfect. Haha. It's like, well, they're not doing
Nick,
it.
It's so easy to turn that around. And you don't care about DMCA's because your fucking website's not 230 compliant.
I don't care about DMCA's because I'm not on YouTube.
You don't care because your website's not fucking compliant.
I don't care about DMCA's because I'm not on YouTube.
No. I mean, what's the mechanism of how you get them?
You send us an email and you say, "Hi, I'm Jim."
An email where? What's the email? What's the email address?
DMCA.com is where you send that one. So if you want to send a DMCA claim, you'll send it to DMCA@ICareAboutTheLaw.faggot, and we review the claim. Unlike YouTube, where you get taken down instantly. And you can mock me, but you're the one that said 5 minutes ago, "I care deeply about the law." Fuck you. Fuck your law. Nobody cares about your law, nigga. That's what
you're
I'm
so
saying.
badass. Okay. Yeah. Hey, Spartacus, did you slip on your sandals? Why was it that Baked went into the Capitol?
Spartacus, slip on my sandals? What is that?
I thought leaders lead from the front, but not from the back.
What's slip on the sandals?
Why did Baked? Wait,
before you go that, explain that one. What's Spartacus slip on your sandals?
Yeah, I don't know what that means either.
What does that mean?
It's about this point in the debate, quote unquote, the debate, where I genuinely couldn't tell if he was trying to just straight up fuck with me or if he didn't know who the fuck Spartacus was or understand the concept of leading from the front. I still am baffled by it. I said, did you slip on your sandals?
What does that
Spartacus.
mean?
Why did Baked go in? But you didn't.
That? What is Spartacus? Slip on your, what does that mean?
I thought you were smart.
What
you
is
don't
that?
know?
No.
Oh God!
We're Zoomers.
What's slipping on your
feign
sandals?
confusion to avoid confusion because you don't want to, address.
I don't know what it is. You may say I'm feigning it because
I'm asking you.
I know you're embarrassed.
I'm asking you.
I don't know what that means.
What's it mean though, Jim? What's it mean?
Yeah, what does it mean?
Nick presents himself as this little Mexican martyr, the leader. I'm fighting against the deep state, guys. Oh, look at me,
True.
Spartacus.
What's
So
Spartacus?
did you slip on your sandals and fall on your ass?
Oh,
Nick?
because like,
why did Baked go into the Capitol, but you didn't?
Spartacus wears sandals, like because he's
Why didn't you?
Yeah, is this a fable? Is this an illusion like that I'm missing? I just don't get it. Seriously, I don't get it.
Why did Baked go in, but you didn't?
I don't know. I didn't go in. He went in. I don't know why. Well, he got waved in. He got waved in. I didn't go in because I knew it was a bad idea, actually.
Because you know, fuck the law, right? Fuck the law, and all that.
No,
right?
no,
So
fuck getting charged. Fuck getting charged with seditious conspiracy.
No, you just told me you
like that.
don't care about the law. That's so gay and cringe. Why didn't you go in?
Because I care about my life. I don't care about the law in itself. Do you think that I didn't go in because I care about the sanctity of the law or because of the consequences of the law? Dipshit.
I think you didn't go in because you're a pussy.
I care about internet freedom. I care about the country. I care about these things.
You don't care about internet freedom.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
You flag people down because they upset you. You don't give a shit about internet freedom.
Which is
porcelain annoys you.
You get rid of them. Which is the result of the system we have. Which is the result of the system that we have. You know, and people can sit there and say that, but I'm banned from
you're a prisoner to the system, right?
Yes. Yes, we all are.
Yeah. It's the government making you flag people because they're annoying.
They're not making me. But if I'm banned from everything, there's not a level playing field.
I see. So if you get fucked with, everybody should be getting fucked with.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that means the rules are different. It's very easy to talk about internet freedom when you're on YouTube and you're on Patreon, and you're on Twitter, and you're on all that, and you're talking shit about other people.
I'm not on Patreon.
I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about anybody for that matter. It's very easy for people that have access to all the platforms to gripe about, a DMCA claim. DMCA claim? They DMCA'd my fucking right to fly on a plane.
Sounds like fucking sour grapes.
It's not
sounds
sour
like you're mad that people have access to shit you don't, and now you want them to suffer because you do.
No, they want me to feel bad about them, and I don't feel bad about them. That's not sour grapes. It's just
because you're
the reality.
bitter and angry that they're not fucked over. And
this
you want to make
the
them
reality.
feel a taste of it.
No, and
you should let Milo at least teach you how to fucking present yourself a little better as a gay man.
You ready for me to bring in Keemstar Flamenco?
I'm ready.
So now it gets a little more entertaining. After enduring 2 hours of this shit, it must have been about 2 hours because it really is. I've cut 90% of the shit out. People start coming in. So it finishes off much stronger. With a little bit of Keemstar, and then Ethan Ralph makes an appearance, which of course he's the best debater in the world, highly educated, highly trained.
Keem, I don't need to be in here until the end, dude. Fucking hell.
Yeah, I don't really have much to say. I got COVID right now, so I'm just gonna say a few things and then take off because I'm pretty sick.
Sure.
But I was watching this thing, and Nick, I'm telling you, you're getting destroyed, man. I mean. It's really embarrassing, bro. You come across as this like little bitch that you're mad and upset that someone was making fun of you and you're over there crying in the corner. And then every time in this debate where you were like, I'm not the one crying. I'm not the one. I'm like, yes, you are. That's why you flagged him. So, dude.
Well, this is the guy that reported Baked Alaska to the FBI. So, I mean, it's pretty rich for you to get in here. You snitched to the fucking pigs, dude. You're going to come in and say that?
Yeah, dude. That dude would go around in public.
More like fucking Jewish
That dude would go around in public.
Jew that snitches to the pigs. All right,
Can I finish?
All
right. That dude would go around and literally fuck with people on the streets and then pepper spray just random innocent people. I've seen this happen like multiple fucking times. So the dude's a fucking criminal. He needs to be locked up.
Boo-hoo, nigga. You're a law
I respect the laws. He's a fucking criminal. I mean, you don't think Baked Alaska is a criminal? He's a fucking criminal.
and criminals are based, dude.
That's like you get those golden quotes every once in a while. Sargon had a few of them, and this entire stream really was they're chock full of ones from Nick. Criminals are based. They're based. Criminality is based. I love criminals. Then why would you ever? Why are we complaining about BLM and Antifa? Criminals are based, right, man? You love riots. What's there to complain about?
Base, bro.
So you like your swatters?
But he's a criminal.
Like your swatters,
he does.
No,
He deserved
that
to be in
based?
jail.
No, that's not based. Those are the wrong kinds of criminals.
No, but you like you like criminals, so that's based. when
I
you get
like
swatted,
I like
right?
criminals that are funny. Unlike you, you're neither a criminal nor funny.
I thought they found it hilarious when they swatted you, Nick. Why don't you like the joke?
I'm sure they did. Well, in my subjective opinion, it's not laws. In my subjective opinion, I wouldn't do that. Isn't that your move? So you're both fucking.
I love criminals, but not when the crimes are against me. Okay,
That's
gotcha.
right. Yeah, that's right. I'm
Sour
an
grapes.
outlaw. I'm an
Sour
outlaw
grape.
for the white. Yeah, you could say it. I'm an outlaw
You're
for the white
so
man.
cringy, bro. You're so cringy.
Man, you're fucking yeah. You're with Susan Wojcicki on YouTube, bro. You literally eat shit for the New World Order.
I eat
YouTube.
shit for the New World Order.
Yeah, you do. You're on YouTube and you snitch to the FBI.
Oh my God!
Everybody knows you voted for Susan Wojcicki.
Where did
Everybody knows.
2011 Alex Jones come from?
Pick something else, man. Ethan Ralph just said
If you like it or not, Nick. Why would I give a shit if you like it or not? And it's funny to me that
I
you
know
want to
you
start
don't give a
streaming
shit about
platform,
anything
but
other
you're
than the law. No, it's not
You're
the
fine
law.
fucking with.
If I
You're
made it
fine
the law,
fucking with streamers.
I'm gonna make
My
it the
name's
law.
Nick Fuentes. I'm so smart. I'm gonna
I
make a
am.
streaming platform.
That's a great
and then
impression.
tell everybody I like to fuck with streamers.
That's a good impression.
Is that the game?
If
So
I
you
made it
flag
a
them
law
and,
that you
know,
weren't
get them
funny, then
taken
maybe
out
care
to make
about
them
it.
come to Cozy?
I guess I have to tell. If
You
a
know, I think
police
that's what it is,
officer
Nick.
knocked
I
on the
think that's the
door
new
and
grip,
said,
the new
"Mr.
hustle.
Metokur, you
I
are
think
not
what you
funny,"
do is
you would
you
be like,
go after
"Officer,
streamers to
I'm
force them
sorry.
to force them on
We need
your
a cop.
platform.
I'm
You force them
911.
on your platform.
Mr. Metokur isn't funny." And they're gonna come, they're gonna be like, "Hey, listen, pal, we got some reports that you're not funny," and you're gonna be like,
God, are
"The
you still
sanctity of the law, the sanctity of the law." We don't care
And this is
about
the guy
your
that
law.
cries about swatting.
We don't
This
care
is the
about
guy that
your
cries
law.
about swatting.
And this is the
Okay,
guy
then
that
don't cry
cries
about
about
swatting.
Ethan Ralph. Don't cry about Ethan
No,
Ralph.
Nick.
Don't cry. We don't
life-ruining
care about
scum
your
will not
domestic.
swat you.
We don't care about your domestic
Everybody heard
affairs
it.
with
Nick
Ethan Ralph.
Fuentes thinks it's fucking based.
I
on red
do not
pill to
want
get
to
swatted,
imagine
and he
Ethan
co-signs
Ralph
it.
and the
Nick
chemotherapy
Fuentes
ridden
loves
body
swatting
going on
because
there.
he hates
Honestly,
the law.
It's disgusting. It's honestly what you and Ralph do is your business.
I
all
can't
right?
believe you're so dumb
Privacy of
that
your
you're
own
going on a
bedroom.
stream saying that
So
you're
dumb.
flagging DMCA.
It sounds like you're getting.
cool
sounds like
swatting.
you're getting kind of upset because we
Nick
found out.
Fuentes likes swatting.
So what I want to talk about is Medicare just making up that I eat.
This is probably the best way to ever end a stream. So Nick and I have been screaming at each other for, I don't know, 2.5 hours. And Ralph finally gets his opportunity to come in. The rage pig, the bog hog, to lay down the fucking law, to teach people that I'm the deceptive cancer man, just making up fabrications. And then he proceeds to spend 20 minutes desperately trying to convince people that he does not eat human excrement. That's what Ralph's life is now. When he walks into a room full of people, he has to dedicate at least a half an hour to convincing them that no, I do not in fact eat shit.
Shit, like you literally just make that up out of thin air.
You do. You eat shit.
No, I
I've
don't.
seen the porn tape. What are you talking about?
I don't
You
eat
literally
shit
shoved
in
your
that
thumb up
tape.
her ass
No,
and then sucked the
literally
shit
watch
off
the
it.
tape. No,
Kinda
literally.
gay. Why are you watching Ralph's porn?
We did.
I don't eat shit. Like you literally.
Jim,
just
why are
made
you
that up.
watching
You eat shit. You're
But I
a
didn't make
poop
up
eater.
that you were married to some fat
You're a
Korean
poop
nasty
eater.
bitch. You know, I mean, you're just.
You literally ate shit out of a woman's
No, Ralph,
asshole.
I
like
think
it was
Jim
ice
just
cream.
likes to watch you fuck other
I don't know what
women.
to say. No, wait.
Oh, here we go.
No. There is literally no evidence for what you're saying at all.
Yeah, is there evidence?
There's video proof of it.
No, there's not.
There actually is
No,
video
there's
proof.
okay. Show me the video of me eating shit. Show.
I'm not posting revenge.
I'd
porn.
rather not. Look
it
at
doesn't
that.
have.
What a gambit, by the way. To walk in and say, no, I don't eat shit. There's no proof of it. And there's a literal video of him eating shit. And then to be like, show me the video. Eventually, one day, he's gonna have that conversation, and they're gonna pull the video out because they don't give a shit. They're gonna full screen that and show an entire audience of people, however many were watching, Ethan Ralph digging turds out of a woman's ass to truffle them down.
Happen in that video. It doesn't happen.
Let's put it up on the screen, Michael. Let's see it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Michael,
It's Cozy.tv. I can't get banned.
I don't want to see that.
No, it's fraud though. Like he's just making shit up. Like the other day, he's like, "Oh, Ralph's sobbing on air." Like it's just bullshit. You're just lying.
You literally put your thumb up her ass, you sniff it, and then you lick it.
First off, I
you
don't
ate
sniff
shit
it,
out of
and
her
I don't
ass.
lick it. Like neither.
All right,
you do. Oh.
Neither.
Somebody send it to me. I'll review it. I'll send it to me. I'm an independent auditor.
Are you really that concerned, by the way, whether I did either one?
You have to get to the bottom
either
of
one. No, not you, Nick.
Oh my God.
Not you, Nick. But it's like neither one of those things happened.
You see, did you hear how nervous he got when Nick said he would review the tape to see if Ethan really eats shit? He said, "Oh, you really got to review it? I mean, come on, guys, don't take me up on the offer. Let's not look at the poop eating tape."
It's just some fan.
Pull it up on screen. Let's see it.
You just made it up, dude. Like you're literally like some old guy dying of cancer, just fucking making up stories in his head. Like,
Well,
it's
if you're like 2 years
pathetic,
younger
dude.
than me,
You're
what
a
are you talking
pathetic
about?
guy.
We're both old.
You're a pathetic guy, and the
We're
sooner
both
you're
old.
dead, the sooner
We're
we
both
fucking
old, Ralph.
smile, dude. Like I'm
You're so
I'm gonna
mad.
smile when
This
you
is
die.
why they call you Rage Pig.
It's not
Will you be able to
rage,
smile with the
does that
facial
sound-
damage?
Am I raging?
You got beaten with a pipe in Portugal.
Oh, yes, I'm raging. You flew her out from Gamergate. She was 19 years old. You were like 34, 35. You fucked her
She
on
wasn't
air.
19. She's fully
You
doxxed.
fucked her on
What the fuck
air,
are you
Jim. Who
talking
the
about?
fuck are you trying to act better than?
She's
fucker?
fully
I know-
doxxed. Yeah, this was also really weird. My wife and I live in the same state. I didn't fly her out anywhere. She lived 20 minutes away from me. I drove to meet her. And she wasn't 19. She just finished up college. It's like I don't know where he's reading his shit from, but it's very bizarre because I know he lives on Kiwi Farms much like Nick does. So you'd think he'd get the fucking basic information right, but Ralph just fucks it up. I think it's anything to get away from eating human shit. You know, I'd probably do that too. I'm gonna be honest. If there's a videotape of me out there eating shit from someone's ass, I'd be throwing anything out just to try to distract from it. So I can't really blame him.
You bitch. I know you and I know her,
Fully
fucker.
doxxed.
And you
She
fucked her
was
on
fully
air.
doxxed. She's
She
not
was
19.
completely uncomfortable with it, fucker.
I know it.
So you
I
sit
know
here
it
and you got a
confuses
lot
you
of
what
nerve
a woman
talking shit
sounds
about-
like when she
You
comes.
got a lot of nerve talking about me, motherfucker. You flew this young girl,
eat poop.
plied her with liquor.
You eat shit, Ralph. You literally digging out of asses.
No, listen, you won't let me talk. She's completely trashed on the stream, drunk out of her mind. You're fucking her on
Absolutely
air.
need
She
to eat
says
that poop
stop.
right out the
She
ass.
says stop on air. So, like, and again, you're married to her, whatever. Of course, I'm not going to call the FBI, but I'm saying you're a fucking creep, dude.
Oh no, I
You
want
got
you
a lot
to.
of
I
fucking
want you to,
nerve.
Ralph.
You
I want
creeped
you to
on
call
a
the
young
FBI.
girl live on
I
air.
want you to call the
fucking
FBI
dumb
about
faggot.
me making my wife come.
You creeped
Please
on
do
her
that,
live on air, dude. Are you
Call
going to admit to it?
911.
Are you going to
Somebody
admit to it?
sexually pleased a woman.
35-year-old
Somebody sexually
man.
pleased a woman. 911.
35-year-old man fingered a woman against her will on air, and now he thinks
Ralph,
it's funny. Like,
she wasn't
okay, well,
13,
you know what?
and
It
I
is
wasn't
what it is.
He
35.
might not know the difference. He literally
Okay.
might not know the difference.
Okay, well, whatever. I'm just telling you. Okay, well, say this. Say she did agree with it. It doesn't matter. Like, you're trying to say I'm trash for a sex tape. You got a sex tape that's way more famous than mine, and it was live during the middle of Gamergate. So who the
Because
fuck
I
are you trying
succeeded
to
at
fool,
making her
dude?
come,
Who
and I
the
didn't
fuck are
eat
you
shit out of
trying
her
to
ass.
fool, you fucking phony faggot.
You're just mad that you uploaded a sex tape
No,
of you
you're
eating
pathetic,
poop.
dude. Like you're just a phony.
There's no way you're
Admit-
walking around
just
this.
Admit to who
If
you
can
are,
walk.
dude.
Speaking of
Okay,
walks,
you're
what
a-
happened with that 2 miles?
What's
Take
going
walk.
on?
Hey,
Just like me,
let's
and
all
it doesn't
stop
matter.
acting
You're
high and mighty
fucking
like we
creep.
all haven't eaten ass here, okay? Can we stop?
I know Nick has.
It's me.
Say I would not get a
You
Patreon.
need 3 of you
I
faggots
would
at
not-
once? Nick, you're so weak.
Shut up.
You need
Just
3
shut
people.
up.
What a little bitch.
Dude.
3
Just
people.
yeah,
Look at
okay,
Nick
fine.
Fuentes, little bitch in his hot box.
Yeah. Try fake laugh
Three
again.
people.
Fake
Everybody,
laugh
look
again.
look at Nick. Look at little
Fake
Nick
laugh. Why
Fuentes.
don't you
These
try
3
the fake
people.
laugh? I'm
You
so
won't dare let me
amused.
Such
Look
a little
at you.
bitch.
I'm laughing.
Such a little bitch.
You bitch. I have you. quiet. Okay,
Please
no
never
shit.
forget you ate poop out of someone's ass,
But
Ralph.
that didn't happen though.
It absolutely did.
Well,
I
it
hope
didn't.
Nick watches that. That'd be
If I
funny as
ate
fuck.
if I ate poop out of somebody's ass, I come on here and say it. And say it was
You
delicious.
ate shit. I don't know if you caught that. I'm gonna rewind that just a few seconds, chat. I know we're at the very end here, but his response to being accused of eating shit out of a woman's ass was, "If I ate shit out her ass, I'd come on here and say it was fucking delicious." That's how I know you ate poop, Ralph. Because he went right to describing it as delicious, like somebody who likes to eat shit would. It absolutely did.
Well,
I
it
hope
didn't.
Nick watches that. That'd be
If I
funny as fuck.
if I ate poop out of somebody's ass, I come on here and say it. And say it was
You
delicious.
ate shit, Ralph.
I would sit here and say it was delicious. See, I'm not a coward like you. I don't have to run from things I've done in life. You understand?
You're not a coward on a stream
No,
where
I'm
you had to
not.
come in and
Like,
say
I'm
Nick
just
because he
not.
needs
I
his
could
backup
just sit here
squad
and
of
say I
cat boys.
did that. Like, it's just some shit you made up because you're a sick fuck. Probably some shit you read in your hentais. I don't know. Like,
A
it's
sick
not
fuck
my thing.
uploaded a porn
All I'm
video.
saying is,
You uploaded a porn video of you eating shit, Ralph.
You used to say having a Patreon was a grift. You used to
You
say
can
super
sing. You can
chatting was a
scream about
grift.
Patreon
you
and me finger
changed-
banging my
okay, well, just
girlfriend.
admit it. Okay, tell me
But
I'm
you
right.
ate poop.
Well, that didn't happen.
You ate poop, Ralph.
You can keep.
You
like,
absolutely
repeating-
ate shit
no,
out of a
I
woman's
didn't.
ass.
Okay, show
There's
me.
no
how
way
that
you're ever
happened.
going to escape it.
It didn't happen. Like, you can keep saying it. Like, it
It
doesn't
did,
matter.
and then you got convicted for
Okay.
revenge pornography.
No, that didn't happen either.
Yes,
no
it
contest,
did.
a
Found
very
guilty.
minor misdemeanor, and I'm
A
here.
minor misdemeanor of revenge pornography.
Very
for
minor.
eating poop.
You know, I have
So
almost.
what does this have to
1,400
do
off
with
the stream.
flagging?
So fucking boring.
so
Can we
fair.
speed
Well,
this
I
shit
got a
up? I've done
misdemeanor.
my charity time for this dead website. What else do you guys need? You want to bring on fucking Soy Winston too, so we could just have the fucking trifecta retards?
You're the greatest. Yeah.
Nick,
Hey,
how many more cheerleaders and yes men do you need?
If you guys want to go back at it, I can get out of here.
And there you go, chat. That's the fucking debate. That was the debate. And then it ended with closing statements, which were just a repeat of the first 2 fucking hours of the thing. But God bless our little rage pig, our bog hog, for showing up and dedicating 20 full minutes to talking about how he would react if he did eat human shit, and just desperately trying to make people not realize that he eats poop. Ralph, what has your life become? Ralph, why is your life now centered around talking about human excrement and if you eat it or not? Do you walk into just parties like that? If you run into Milo again, is the first thing out of your mouth going to be, Master Milo, I just want you to know, I don't like to eat poop. Is that like your greeting card? Is that how you roll now, Ralph? Holy shit, are you mind fucked? Now, that's right, chat. Ass butter. You know what? I'll play the ass butter. This is fucking Ralph's life now. Is ass butter.
One more question, if you don't mind. What did Faith's ass butter taste like?
Who is that?
What did Faith's ass butter taste like?
Who is that?
Faith Vickers.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm not
you
sure.
got
who
two
that is.
fingers up in there, but you can't remember her.
I'm not sure who that is. You seem
All right, nigga.
You seem to remember it pretty well though. So.
Yeah.
Seems to be on your
Aid?
mind. You seem like a sick guy. You seem like
Adrian.
You seem like a sick guy.
Remember Adrian Blair?
You seem like a sick guy. Like you have some kind
I'm
of.
not the one that eats shit, my
some
brother.
kind of mental illness where
I'm not the one
you're
that-
thinking
that
about
eats
shit
poop,
eating all the
my
time.
brother.
You sound
My
like
brother,
a.
I don't eat
You
the
sound like a
poo-poo
really
like you, my
sick
nigga.
guy. You sound like a really
My
sick
nigga,
guy.
I don't eat the poo poo
You
like.
sound like a really.
That's Ethan Ralph. That's his fucking life from now on. It doesn't matter if he's hanging out with people that respect him or not, people he gets or agrees with politically or not. It's always going to come back to this dude eats poop. He's a poop eater. Oh, I bet it drives him nuts. I bet it drives him insane. But aside from that, yeah, that was the debate. If you want to call that just clusterfuck of a conversation a debate, you may wonder, how did it turn out? Again, remember, this was mostly focused on Cozy TV, which is Nick's streaming platform. They decided to run polls. I didn't run any of these. So the host, Michael, ran them, and then they did a straw poll at their own website. So let's look at the results of how Nick did in that debate, according to what I can only assume are basically people on his side, more or less, or at least neutral. Let's look at poll number 1. Oh, looking a little shitter shattered, I'm going to be honest. 71% to 24%. The old boomer won that one. Well, that's Twitter. We can throw that away, right? Twitter doesn't count. Let's look at the straw poll they did. Oh, that's not looking so good either. 51 to 48. Again, old man wins. And how about the hidden poll that Michael put on his community page because they wanted nobody to see it until the results were announced? Oh, that's not good either. Though I do believe that Team Alberto should have probably got a higher percentage because, again, he turned TTS on and then just walked the fuck away and earned that money. Probably the best thing he could have done, to be honest. So in all the polls they ran, Nick lost. And the funniest thing is Ralph tried to tried to spread them around, to kind of sway the vote a little bit. Had no effect. I'm feeling pretty confident over here for the old boomer guy. I'm going to say, feeling pretty good. I don't eat poop, and I won those polls. I'm thinking it's a pretty fucking good day. A pretty good day. Old man wins. That's right, chat. Old man wins. Old man won the day. Embarrassing. Shameful. Now onto my theory that I told you. I have a theory about what's going on here when it comes to Nick Fuentes and Ethan Ralph. If you play video games, MMOs in particular, you're probably familiar with a term called kiting. Kiting generally is when you run into a mob or a boss and you essentially have it tag along just outside of the damage range. So it's aggroed enough to be on you, but not close enough to damage you. And then you kite it, you literally drive the thing into unsuspecting people. Now, you could do that for a few reasons. You could do it to escape, or you could do it because you're a cunt, or, you're doing it because you want them to do some damage, die, and then you take the glory of the kill. I think Ethan Ralph is kiting Nick Fuentes into fighting his battles. Ethan Ralph has snuck his way onto this platform, has lied to Nick Fuentes, and has convinced him of a bunch of retarded shit, and is now kiting him through mobs of fucking other players, just like somebody would do in World of Warcraft, to try to do as much damage as possible, because he's very upset he's known as the internet's poop eater. That is my big brain theory on what we're seeing happen. And I don't think Nick realizes it. Or, as Destiny put it, he's so friendless, he just has to accept it and deal with it anyway. 3D chess? Yes, chat. 3D chess, you're right. It's just very basic shit. It's very basic shit. But that's what I'm going with. Nick Fuentes is being kited. Being kited by a poop eater. It's kind of funny. It's a really weird way to capstone an internet career, but you got to do what you got to do. Oh my god! I've been streaming for 2.5 hours. I told you, all right? That's all Ralph. Aside from maybe 20 minutes of Mersh having a little giggle at him getting drunk and being an idiot, that the majority is Ralph. That's 2 weeks of Ralph. 2 fucking weeks of Ralph and the trash fire that this motherfucker creates. I didn't even get into all the other stuff. So we'll be talking about that. The new co-host, Lane Davis, the old association with that. Drunken Peasants put up some funny stuff about Ralph. Other people have as well from different podcasts watching this over the last couple of weeks to months. Probably talk about Vaush a little bit. Because if I remember right, Ethan went just ape shit on him during a debate, threatening to go after his family. I don't know. So that'll be next weekend, along with the CRP stuff and his escape from the Ukraine with his drone swarm, as well as Acer. Is it Acer Thorn? I think that's how you pronounce it. The half-naked, hot dog eating, turkey gobbling, litigious YouTuber. As well as the little fight that's going on between 2 other YouTubers with a bunch of death threats and calls to their families and other really weird shit. But if I'd added that onto this, my voice is already fucked. If I had added that onto this, it'd be like 5-6 hours. A cozy stream on the poo-poo eater incoming. I don't know. See, I wonder about other cozy streamers. They have to know. Like, maybe they have an idea of the reputation of Ethan Ralph, but like maybe they've never really sat down and just looked at the collected works of this fucking human garbage. Like maybe they've never sat down and were like, wow, this guy is just a masterful fuck up. Like, who brags about owning bogland in fucking Louisiana? Who has a nickel ring they try to act like is worth $1 million? Who challenges people to nonstop fights, threatens to kill people, threatens to flag them, threatens to DMCA them, offers bounties for taking care of people, wants to do this life ruination shit, has it happen to him and then freaks out about it, goes after people's families, but then gets angry when they go after his family. It's just, Maybe they've never really taken it all in. I don't know. Maybe they've never seen the tape where he eats shit out of a woman's ass. It's eye-opening, it's enlightening, and it's fucking 100% real. And do you know what his new excuse is, by the way, chat? For what's happening on that sex tape that he uploaded? He claims that it's not him actually eating shit, but that he had such a hardcore cocaine problem that he needed to sniff, like he had the sniffles because his nose was fucked up from doing cocaine for too many years. And it just happened to coincide with the point in the video where he shoved his fingers up her ass and brought it up to his face. Just a pure coincidence. That goddamn cocaine habit, pure coincidence, not at all related to eating poop. Can't hear him sniffing and licking his fingers like he's at KFC. Nope, it's the cocaine habit that did it. It's a really good excuse. I got a lot of faith that one's going to work for you, Ralph. I got a lot of faith. Yeah, that's going to work out super well for you, buddy. Of course, it makes total sense. Why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't it make total sense? Okay, so we've got super chats. Let me get everything set up for super chats here, guys. If you came out to the stream and you're done, because we're done for today. Again, next weekend I will do the second half of this, which will be equal, if not longer, to it. Just given the sheer fucking amount of stuff to cover. April has been crazy in comparison to the last 3 months. Year of the Chud. Keep that energy high, I guess. But let's do this. There we go. For everybody else, though, if you're not sticking around, I hope you have a good May. Let's keep that energy going. Let's see how crazy shit can get. I mean, I didn't think April was going to be this nuts, but the last 2 weeks have been spectacular. So maybe the next month is just going to be balls to the wall insanity. I don't know. I have no idea. But here's hoping. Again, another stream will be next Saturday to cover the other half of what this was going to be. But I'll proceed to read super chats. Anybody wants to stick around, feel free to. Read over them and see if we find anything entertaining in them. But first, I've got to grab another drink because my throat feels like I'm gargling gravel at the moment. So what song should we play? Let's see here. Just 1 second, chat. I'm trying to find the perfect song. And of course, that's not going to work. Why would it work? Why would it be easy for me? I'm just going to go with Rama Rama again. Fuck it. Everybody needs to understand the dangers of sniffing petrol. Let's be honest. It's dangerous, and you need to stop doing it. All right, so 3 minutes. We'll be back. Read the super chats.
Live forever. Show me sister, show me brother, and we stay strong for one another. Come on, come on, come on, come on, yeah. Come on, come on. We could lead us over the islands. You don't save petrol from a can. You put the petrol in the carrying stage. Don't be Rama Rama, messing with your brain. You say you're deadly. Do you understand? You don't save petrol from a can. You put the petrol in the car it goes. Don't be Rama Rama, slipping up your nose. Don't be Rama, 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 don't be Rama. Love your friends, protect your family. They are with you when you are lonely. Don't bandera, don't bandera. When you stop, your brains will be clear. Come on, come on, come on, come on, yeah. Come on, come on. We could lead us over the islands. You don't save
Okay, and we're back. Hopefully none of you sniffed any petrol while I was gone. It'd be tragic. A tragic lie. I need to get new songs. Jesus. I've been riding Rama Rama for like 5 years. I mean, it is great. But you know, eventually here I've got to expand the repertoire a little bit, I think. All right, let me just pull up super chats here. We'll start going through them. All right, let me see where did I leave off, because I started reading some of them, so I want to make sure I pick up right where I left off. Okay. Let's see here. From Tactical Orc, holy hell, this truly is the year of the Chud. Evil Bunny. Bunny, here's 100 Jim. Use it on whatever. Now you can go, or now I can go FS on the stream too. From Caleb Lambright. Yesterday was my 33rd birthday. Thank you for streaming. Well, happy birthday. From Porcelain. Catchphrase. Very true. There it is. There it is, Porcelain. That's a zinger. There it is. From Z-Mats. Thanks for using the pic of Ralph when you went on the Dick show. You made my month when you did that, although I don't think Dick liked it. I don't think he liked it either. From Fuzzu. Jim, go back on PKA. Also, I'd love to interview you over the Warski Ralph boxing match. I'm doing a documentary over it. My Twitter, yeah, I'll hit you up. I'm not sure what I'm going to be able to tell you. I'm not involved, by the way, in setting up the match. I have not talked to any of the people outside of publicly on Twitter. I mean, if you want like more insight into the goings on of it or the nuts and bolts of it, you're probably going to have to talk to like Sam Hyde or Keemstar or Andy Warski, since those three seem to know or have an idea of what's going on. From Tamch89, hey Jim, please keep making fun of the internet while we can. Plan to. From Drew McToog, Jim, what is your favorite dinosaur? I have none. No, Rage Pigosaurus. You know what? They'll discover it one day, and then I'll be ahead of the curve, so that's what I'm going with. From Ronnie Don't Care, will you ever play Corona Chan's song again? Well, if things go tits up again, sure. Caleb Lambright, I accept your official surrender to play me in Gang Beasts for Nintendo Switch, Jim. I know you're too sick of cancer, dying, NGR AIDS to stream with me. Gang Beasts for Nintendo Switch, huh? From Master of Plague, Fuzu is a butter-loving freak. Long live the Sneedclave. From Guy Safari, Jim does have a forever friend. On the internet, it's Chat. Chat is Jim's internet friend, real. From Surfing Cowboy, I have a schizo theory that Nick is feeding info to the feds, so he's ruining his movement and antagonizing his followers to avoid ratting them out. See, I like my theory better, that Nick is being kited by Ethan Ralph, like some shitty fucking MMO video game, and eventually one day he's just going to realize it and get real mad. From Hayden McKinney, no message, but thanks. Mario Kart 13, Boheepan's grandma is the original cozy assassin. From John Doe, hey Jim, hope you're having a wonderful weekend. Your smoker's laugh always brings joy to my heart. Can I get a woo from my Lego man, Sam? When do you start genomics treatment? Praying for you. I am so I'm set up to go through the program, but I've had other things come up. I've got to go in for imaging scans actually tomorrow for separate things, so that'll be fun. But whenever, I don't know, man, it just wears you down. I'll be honest with you. From Black11245, no message on that one. Triggers McNickers, since every other nose tuber has decided to live out their closeted fantasy in a rented boxing ring, who will the Cancer Daddy challenge? It's got to be, who am I gonna show up to fight? Let's see. You know what? If you're gonna go big, go big. Mike Tyson. I formally challenge Mike Tyson to a boxing match. Mike Tyson, I will make you my bitch. You don't even know who I am. I'm just an old cancer man, Mike Tyson. Don't be afraid. I'll even let you bite my ears, bitch. I'm ready for it, Tyson. Hit me up. Let's make it a real main match. From Legato Mati, I'm starting to think you're not even a real weatherman. Just don't tell anybody. It's our secret. From Shigoki, darn you, Cancer Man Jimbo. Dave, stream with Destiny. People brought that up before. If we would have to stream like playing a video game, I guess. I don't think we really have much politics to talk, do we? We kind of got it all out in the beginning, and the internet's changed quite a bit since then. From Ray Gillette, why are you and Jersh Internet Butt Buddies? Also bought the purse perfect for carrying bacon. I'm sure that purse can handle quite a bit of bacon. From Be the Cat, what do you call when a Rage Pig and Cat Boy make a baby? Nick Mersch, here comes money for cigarettes. I'll be watching and drinking my Crown Royal Farmer Jimbo. Be safe. From Double D, Saturday Fun Day, let's go, Jim. From Krogan Scornhammer, shout out to my broski, don't be Rama Rama. From Chris H, what's up, fellow chuds? Merlot Williams bought a shirt after the Fuentes debate. I just couldn't stand to see your career end. We're with you, boss. Well, tragically, I did a poll in chat, and Nick Fuentes is one. He destroyed my career. That's what chat said. I have to go with the will of chat. I've been officially fucked and felted. Thanks, chat. Thanks for having my back. Zen Master Me, sup, beaches. Cog says hi. Polyfrog64, hey, Jim. Do you actually think Ralph will fight Worski, or will he be pulling a Tonka? There's no way. I really don't foresee him actually going through with it. It's weird. He's got this weird kind of pig-headed pride, and I know he wants the money. But I think deep down he knows he will get beaten and humiliated, and I don't think he can handle it. And he'll find some way of getting out of it. Ralph is known for starting street fights, so there's a good chance he'll do it. Well, I don't know if you can call being beaten by pimps in Portugal, street fights. Although he did swing on that cop. From Medicare, loved how Nick set up his kill shot early, implying you were friends with a swatter, only for it to implode on impact. Rage Pig must have been blowing smoke about you and Null. Yeah, I did think about that. It was very weird. He was like, that's one of the parts I cut out because it didn't really have much, there was no point to it in the conversation, but he's like, aren't you and Josh best friends? It was very weird. I don't know. Like, I think the last time I streamed with Josh was maybe 3 or 4 years ago. And I can't even remember what stream it was on. It was like a CRP stream, maybe? Or like a Worski stream. And that's about the amount of contact we've had. I can picture Ralph feeding Nick bullshit information, and it makes me wonder like what his reaction afterwards was when he's like, well, why did you tell me that? Because it's clearly not fucking true. From Sir Adelich, have you watched the Almighty Lolly's video on Just Some Guy? Flamingo and Ricada did. Would love to hear your opinion, so I can. I haven't seen it. No. Scott Johnson 117. Will Nick be coming back on for his iDubbbz cosplay catchphrase? From Hirsaron, I'm not even going to be cute about it. Shill us some hats, Cancer Man. Oh well, there you go. Oh wait, that's the wrong button. Wrong button. There's the right button. There you go. There's all your hat needs are right there. From Skimmerlet, Anime Avenue, X Anime Way, Robert That Bowman. Jim, have you watched Old Enough on Netflix, following around Japanese toddlers running their first errand to a store on their own? Lulz proof. No, I haven't, but I'd imagine they're all going to fuck it up, right? You send like a little kid out to do something and they're going to not have any clue what the fuck they're doing. And it's just going to end in disaster. Is that the premise of the show? I'm guessing that's the hook. That's the thing people like. Huns with Guns. It's time for men. Low tier Fuentes. DSP Historical Society. Jim, I too have a Rage Pig hollering at me named Spanky Ham, so I feel your pain. Also, thanks for using high quality merch products. From Crushbeat, say and hello to my favorite. Oh, I did that one. That was the Pippa one. From Will, career ended the moment you got felt by Ralph, and the insatiable need for human shit can't be sucked dry that hard and live. Very true. Sadly, very true. From VeggieBad, don't give me hope, Jim. Don't give me hope that 2022 was a good year. Mario Carter 13, it's not Ralph's fault that he's an alcoholic. Pigs are packing a corkscrew down there, and the bottle was the only hole small enough for the Memphis Micro. I do find it kind of funny that during Gamergate, there were alleged dick pics of Ralph that were put up on Encyclopedia Dramatica of a very small penis. And I can't remember her name. Some porn star saw them and laughed about them. And he got very fucking mad. And then years later, he releases revenge porn. And he's got a very small dick. So, like, there's no way out for him on that one. With the whole Memphis Micro thing. Bleach Monkey Inc., please say soda is piss and water is bliss. From Brulio Cornjo, Corno. I wonder how children globally are coping with a lack of Rama Rama since gas is so damn expensive. Maybe Joe Biden wanted to cut the stream of Chud buds at the bud. It's very possible. Colin Stevens, I thought your career was ended by the cartels. Maybe he just wants to wash you. He seemed to have a weird fetish with that. I'm glad to see you defeated the cartels and aren't gun-pilled retards. Rise up. From Josh Sketch Show. Jim is a Catholic. Oh, and I've read this one too. About the representation of Catholics online. From a name I can't pronounce. Full Sneed ahead. Sui. From Grundevelt, a longtime fan. Here's a bit of appreciation for you. Oh, I've read this one too, and I butchered your name twice. I'm not very good with pronouncing things. Of course, now I'm sick enough where I can just blame it on illness, right? So it's not my fault. It's not my fault. I'm just, pity me. It's not my fault. I can't read right no more. From Kyler, it's over, Jim. From CNUT Arbuckle. How the Tides Turn was a huge fan of Nick back during the TPUSA stuff in 2019. Was souring on him for a while. But with the debate, the grift is up. To think he's going out gun guarding. Wonder how much dirt Ralph Mail has on Nick. I believe I read that one as well. And I also think I explained my theory on this. Again, it's the kiting MMO thing. And then we'll combine that with Destiny's Nick just needs a friend thing. Which is really backhanded. It's not a compliment, right? But what would you call that? A backhanded statement, I guess? He essentially said Nick is a fucking lonely, friendless. Lonely and friendless is what he called him. But he did it in a way that was very gentle, I suppose. It's me, the Lightbringer. Have you watched Talentless Nana about a serial killer that systematically murders her superpowered classmates? No, but fuck, that sounds like a familiar manga I would have read. Or something similar to that. No, I'm drawing a blank, I guess. I might have, I might not have. Jonathan Parks, Metokur Catboy t-shirt when? There is Catboy merch available. Not what I wanted it to say, because they wouldn't let me do that. I mean, the Bully of the Week thing, I couldn't even get back up on Teespring. There's no way they're going to let me say Catboy Holocaust. From Moist John, Catboy comes back at twink accusations by claiming he only eats once a day to stay slender and cute. Oh, okay. I guess I can take down the merch. There we go. Let's just pull that down before it gets too obnoxious. And then even I feel shame over it. Light up a cigarette here, obviously. Best way to stay healthy. From Doubles, hey, O'Shag Nasty. Absolute tragic news. CRP is living and breathing on his earth. Guess I celebrated too early when Kiwi Farm said he exploded in the Ukraine. Anyway, love from the UK. Yeah, coach is out there. Juking and jiving, ducking and diving. He is just, he's unstoppable. Touched by the gods, I guess. I don't know. From Kasi, happy end of the month. Kyron Williams, you got to eat the beans, Jim. The magic beans. Your career will suddenly return from the dead. Beans, goddammit. From Nick, wish you best with your biological Reddit Jimbo. Di Butler, the Fuentes convo was almost word for word the same as Sargon and Liberalist convo you had a few years back. Major deja vu. Fucking tell me about it. Yeah, there's quite a throwback to that shit. With the exception that I didn't tell Nick the things he was saying would haunt him later on. I did tell Sargon that. I don't know what Nick's game plan is, if he's still going the optical route or if he's just going YOLO. I don't know what his plan is. Personally, I think he just wants to build the platform, make it viable, I guess, get enough traffic on it, and then sell it for a profit. Which, I mean, it's not a bad business idea, but if you're going to tell streamers you don't give a fuck about DMCAs, flagging, and shit like that, it's going to hurt your bottom line for a sale. Kershocker, Ralph bragging to Keem about 1,000 viewers. Come to Cozy, the home of lolcows, rage pigs, and catboys. Flawless advertising. From Mongrel, hey dude, I will be going to the barber for the first time in years in a few days. I'm a bit nervous. Working class man intimidate me. What can I talk about with them to come off as a real man's man? You don't really talk. It's small talk. You go into the barber, you sit down in the chair, you tell them the haircut you want, and then you shoot the shit about whatever. Fucking weather, sports, doesn't matter. You're talking not because you're having a conversation, you're talking to kill the time. That's all there is to it. From Double D, I hope you destroy your cancer like you destroyed Ralph. Thought Provoker, you're the only game man I care about. From Conrad Sutherland, Ram Ranch really rocks. Love from my trans cowboy Fraser, Innes, and Ronan. Toxic Phosix, but no message on that one. From Meepiff, thanks for the 2 streams, Cancer Man. What's your Elden Ring build? You know, I played that fucking game for 19 hours, and then I got distracted by other shit. I can't even remember at this point. Every time I played like a Souls game, I've always leaned heavy like a bitch into magic and ranged attack. So I wanted melee, right? And I'm sure that's a fucking mistake. Whatever, I don't care. I don't want to keep playing. Like, I like Souls games, but I don't want to keep playing them the same way every fucking time, which is a magic build or a miracle build or some shit like that. So I went full melee. I'm sure it will fuck me. I've tried to avoid spoilers. I'm sure somebody will tell me why that's a huge mistake, but when I jump back into it, that's what I'm jumping back into. Captain Falcon, Jim, I thought this year peaked early with Jack Murphy. I'm glad to be wrong. The laughs are abundant in the first quarter. They are. Again, from Toxic Vosix. Hey, Jim, longtime fan. I have more 9s than Sean King, and I'll bust a cap on that Wigga in a fair fight any day. From Est, have you heard you had tinnitus? Good trick is covering your ear firmly with your palm fingers, wrapping around the back of your neck, and drumming on the back of your neck with your fingers like a piano for a bit. Stops the ringing quick. Well, my tinnitus is brought on by hearing loss from, I'm going to assume what they think it is, which is autoimmune inner ear disorder, or some kind of a autoimmune labyrinthitis, I think they said. So I'm just straight up fucked. But you get used to it. It's weird. It's annoying. It's really fucking annoying when you first get it. But you do adjust. And, you know, hopefully I'll be, if it gets really bad, one of the lucky ones that I think they said like 50% or 60%, if they get a hearing aid, drowns out the tinnitus. I don't know. I just use white noise, and it's the best you can do. From Villainous Bag o' Donuts, here's some cash for all the laughs this month. I hope you have the stamina for the sheer insanity of April 2022. Hail Chud Buds. Sui! From Colvin Namori, Jim is a better Catholic than Fuentes. Spent the entire stream defending morals while he complains about moral figging. The absolute state of the right. Well, it was weird. I see somebody in chat saying Meniere's. No, it is not bilateral. It's just one side. Anyway, yeah, that was weird. It was weird. It seemed like our position should have been reversed, right? I'm supposed to be the nihilist, I guess, and he's supposed to be the devout, I guess, moral individual. From Mech Warrior, hey Jim, have some sea bills for you. Time. The harvest never ends. From Thermic Line, hey Jim, thanks for shouting out RPC 4 years ago. Memories that will last me all of my life when I learned about it. Your cancerous self changed a lot. My 2 cents is $8 for you, 12 for Jade. How's that for a wage gap? It's a new world, brother. I'll have to adjust. Secret Agent sent these are the sticker things, I guess. James Smith, Ralph is so big it takes 2 streams to talk about him. Also, will you be the announcer for the Rumble if they asked? Well, I don't know why they would ask me, but yeah, you know what? Yeah, I would. I would do the announcements for their fucking Rumble if they asked. Sure, why not? Still want to take on Mike Tyson though. Okay, just want to make sure everybody understands I'm not ducking out on that. Default user ID, actual Medicare boomers support Metokur. Magic Octopus. The Ralph stuff has gotten so pathetic it's painful. He fell so hard post Gator. Seeing the spiral has been something. Yeah, it's a hell of a shit show, isn't it? From Stephen Collins, or Colin Stevens, I had no clue political movement could make Heath Ledger Joker complete and total cringe. Quad titty DJ is disgusting. Anal fist. From Drag B, hey, do you think you'll cover Quantum TV and the escalation this guy went from bad reviews to copyright reviews to rants to unhinged rants to penalize to doxing to threatening to stalk and veiled threats? Yes. Actually, that is going to be covered next Saturday. The White Coons, hope you're doing well, Jim. Here's some smokes on me. The retard Gestapo. You still talking about Dylan Thomas today? No, a lot of shit got shifted to next weekend, to be honest with you. Again, 1, because it was a lot of stuff, and 2, I'm just legitimately under the weather. So, but I do plan on talking about sucking dick for birdseed. Yes, Dylan Thomas will be talked about next Saturday. NPC user 1993, Sui. Homeschool dropout. Remember when Ralph copied the Gamergate threads to post on his awful blog and got mad that 4chan 8chan hated him? No, I don't specifically remember that, but it's funny if it happened. Venarius, thank you for putting Nick down for us. What a man you are. From Son Goku, we love Pippa. From Big Poopy Boy Peepee Pants, hope you're feeling well. Cheers. Nicholas Diorio. If Ralph if Ralph backs out of the fight, maybe Tonka will fight on short notice. Here he needs the money for child support these days. Nick, I don't know if Tonka would do it, but the way things are going, it's like Ralph is sucking in all the mistakes and karma of everybody online. Like he sucked in Monday Matt's flagging shit and has surpassed it to the point Matt's free to joke about it, nobody cares, and Ralph looks like an ass. And now we're at the Tonka arc where he could suck in all the bad will and Tonka could wheel his ass out there and maybe not look so terrible. Who does that leave after that then? Like, what do we got, Nick? Kraut? Kraut's probably enjoying this more than anybody. He finally, it's finally the implosion Kraut always wanted. And Ethan Ralph is at the dead center of it. From the Yeetmeister, shout out to Fetus Screech fan server from Nicholas, no message on that one though. From Comrade Savchenko, been in the ICU for a month and recently woke up and I got blessed with a gym stream. Made my day much better. Thanks, mate. Well, I hope you're doing well. From Chimera, here's some shekels coming. Get me Mersh. Spectre Ali, I think Nora was the best Tard Wrangler. Ralph started slipping after she left him. Imagine what she had to deal with and witness. It was probably a fucking mess. I guarantee. Yeah, you're probably right. From John Marcus, the Mersh list never gets old. Yeet of the Chud. From Slugs, I'm done. Tickled Turmoil Potato. Jim, you're a living miracle case of what happens when you eat too much internet cancer. Mix up that diet with some lettuce wraps. Oh, I do love lettuce wraps. They're fucking amazing. From Knickers Fuentes, gives me dos fuse based criminals. From Joe K, reserving my spot on the Mersh hit list. Big Chun energy and nothing but 5-star days. From Camilio Morales, if you could interview Chris Chan, would you? No, I wouldn't. Listen, I mean, Chris is interesting and a lot of crazy shit in regards to stuff Chris has done. But what is there to talk about? Like, I'd be more interested in the trial. I'll be honest. Like, if I could have like a little drone camera in the courtroom, if that goes to trial, I'd like that. But I don't really. Somebody better with a better historical knowledge should be the one to interview Chris. I'd probably pass on that. From Coyote Briggs, Pippa is like R63 Jim is a VTuber. She's great. From Raishi, guess I'm on that Mersh list. A lot of us are. Eric Hartman with the emoji. From ZT Maz, need to pause several times during the Mersh documentary to appreciate his cross-eyed selfies. From OzYoz10, oh no, I'm on the list. Whatever will I do? Spiral297, Mersh is going to come get me. Save me, Cancer Man. Metokur Fembot, relaunching Metokur forums. If you have any screenshots of the site, can you post later so I can borrow Haberman's assets? I will try to see if I can find some. Nervatel might have some. Actually, he'd be your best bet. Maybe are there a few people I can ask? I can't remember what he used when he did it. Just remember that Haberman was cheap and would have used whatever was free 10 years ago to build a fucking thing, and it had a dark theme. Is what he liked. But I'll see if I can find something for you. Just promise me if you relaunch the forums that you put a dedication at the top that says in loving memory of the Lord of the Ops, Haberman. May his spirit live forever. From Larry Bernard, oh no, I'm done and over. Whatever will I do? Some micro-influencer wants me on a list. But Jim, who the heck is Mersh? Seriously. Well, you have to watch the documentary that Porcelain put out to really get an idea. Project's done poorly. Anyone that listens to America First Guys for any political information might have to get TRT. Also, hope you get feeling better. Cancer is evil. Well, it's not fun. I guarantee you that. Dakida put me on that list from Snacks. I'm done. Mike is contentious. Have you heard about Brendan Schwab suing a disabled drunk black YouTuber he accuses of stealing content? What content did they steal? Is this just somebody that did like what commentaries and they got pissed off or something? From Kraut Oppenheim, how could you not like Konosuba, Jim? That's it. You're done. Your day of internet bullying is over, kiddo. From E1000 Mega 123, what's the difference between Jack Murphy and Ethan Ralph? Nobody has to pay $5 to implode Ralph's career. Very true. From Alley Cat Blues, it's been years, but have you been caught up to Rosen Maiden? They made a prequel. No, I'm not. No. From Hohenmore 2525, how is the Rage Pig verified on Twitter? You know, I think it's because he was in like news articles and shit around the time of Gamergate, so his identity's easy to confirm. And you know, at the time he had to be like noteworthy somehow, and he ran his own, you know, quote unquote news site, blog, whatever. I think that's how he got the it doesn't matter now, right? Isn't Elon going to let everybody get verified for like $2? So I mean, the blue check mark doesn't really mean shit anymore. From Kilo Pedos, shout out to Dollars Tree Jack Murphy, new co-host of the Kill Stream. He and Ethan much to bond over since both their fathers hurt them badly. Yeah, I've been paying attention to the new co-host. I saw the Discord drop of whatever that was. And you know, if that was real, it was just bizarre, scummy behavior. It's just, I don't know, man. It's weird. SRDF, hey Jimbo, don't worry about Ralph accusing you of struggling Jade. Pigs can't discriminate between apples and oranges after all. From Sir Adelich, by the way, Jim, do I have your blessing to draw a dojin between you and Jade having fun in front of your friend Carl Benjamin? Your avatar looks like a hentai MC anyway. You draw whatever you like. Knock yourself out. From Kill Kenny X69, cats are cool, Jimbo. Glad we agree. From Ice Mexican, hey Jimbo, from one Minnesotan to another. Love to see you dancing in the rain as the shitstorm takes place. What are your projections on the gubernatorial race this year? Thoughts on Scott Jensen? I'm so tuned out of politics at this point. I couldn't tell you. I'll be honest. I know they say local politics are the most important. You know, that applies to state and county levels. But with all the shit I got going on, I'm really tuned out of politics. Like the big stuff I pay attention to, you know, war or whatever, or international shit. But everything else is just kind of a blur to me at this point. From Mad, how dare you, Jim? The only way to get the hat shiny as advertised is only if you sweat like Rape It Ralph. From Eat the Rich, never change, Jim. From Waxican, I bet when Nick told Keemstar that he eats shit for the NWO, Ralph jumped out of his seat. He got hungry, did he? From Obro the Epic, hey Jim, have you seen Brianna Wu coping and seething about Elon Musk buying Twitter? Yep, and that'll be covered again on Saturday. Or next Saturday, I should say. Grody Grungus, should we sing Happy Birthday to Mersh? I don't know if that'll really make him feel better. Styx was talking shit about that in the porcelain comment section. I'm sure Mersh is not very pleased. From Chicken Bone, in those days they shall say, no more, the fathers have eaten of sour grapes, and the teeth of the children are set on edge. But everyone shall die for his own sins. Every man who eats sour grapes, his teeth shall be set on edge. From Calvian Namori, funny enough, Nick predicted his own downfall years ago. He said Zoomers go on Discord, get pulled into the gay. Totally correct, only he was too far gone to see how he had fallen for the same thing. From Adam Markowski, see the red flare on the horizon? It's given off by Ralph, huge irritated arse. From Magic Octopus, Mersh is a kid that gets pissed and takes the ball home when you're out playing and he's losing. Very accurate assessment. From Necro13, if your career is dead, then Quantum TV's career is more dead. Sorry, got scared because I'm officially on the list now. Everybody's a little shaky when they get put on the list. CJ Man 2112, imagine Ralph calling you trashy because your sex tape wasn't disgusting as his. I think Nick was ashamed of Ralph and Baked Alaska came on to tag team. I cut some of the Bake stuff because it was, you know, at the end of the stream. But Baked came on to talk about, I don't know what Baked came on to talk about, really, to be honest. He seemed more just interested to have a conversation, I guess, than anything. It was like Baked was bored and he wanted to talk. Aidonato, hey Jim, can I get an ASMR Sui? You can't be too loud though. Pigs are easy to startle. I don't even know how I do that. Sui. That's the best you're going to get out of me. From Zach, heard you had sickle cell. Hope Jade learns to fry chicken rather than house pets. Well, we're working on it. Fingers crossed. Ashley, I guess I can't post the Nick, you, and Gaddafi joke because Susan says it's not okay. Can you explain how Nick is the girl in the relationship with a catboy who owns a horse-shaped marital aid? Well, I thought, isn't there like a division right now in the House of Nichols? I thought him and Jaden were on the splits, or there's some kind of a reorganization going on in the organization. I don't know. I'm not 100% current. The Whitfield report, Mersch spurred out on me when I made fun of him. He said, I was nice to you. He says that to a lot of people. Evil Incarnate, does Mersch have a mental issue? It's very possible. Christopher Brown, Papa Jim, please tell my friend Louie he is a furry femboy and stop talking to minors on Discord. Well, you heard him, Louie. Stop doing it. From Waxican again, they say if you oink 3 times in the bathroom, the rage pig will appear before you. I would not doubt it. From Magic Octopus, if you oh no, I've already read that one. That came on through twice for some reason. Spider Dude 93, Google ate my last SC. Merch sounds like a teen girl saying I was being nice. Very true. Trevor 0, hey Jim, today's my birthday, so I'm putting myself on the list as a present. Thanks for always reminding me to laugh at life's absurdities. Well, this year really has proven those absurdities strong. A lot of crazy shit going on. My username was in use. Do you think Nick secretly wants you more than the cat boy? My honest feeling talking to him was that he really wanted just to take part in making fun of Ralph. Like, he talks a lot about like loyalty, but loyalty, if it's just bestowed, if you just give it away, it's worthless. It means nothing. It's like falling in love with anybody you meet, right? I mean, it loses its importance. Yeah, you want people to be loyal to you. Yeah, you want to be loyal to people, but you want to make sure that they're worth it. Otherwise, you're just setting yourself up to be kited around like you're in an MMO. From Cake, hey, I bet you don't even have a trophy, Jim. I don't. I do not. From Inix, are you friends with Jershmoon of the Kiwi Farms? I heard he was looking for more friends. Well, apparently, according to Nick, he and I are best of friends, which I'm guessing Ralph told him, which is really weird. From Celius, Bug Fables is a spiritual successor to Paper Mario. Very good game. Check it out. If you liked 1,000 Year Door. Oh, I did like 1,000 Year Door. From Any Plus Ultra, canceling Netflix for a year of the Chud. Keep up the good work. Yeah, I heard there's a whole bunch of crazy shit going on at Netflix. They just got rid of their, what is it, Dum Dum or Bum Bum, whatever the fuck they call it. It's like a marketing branch of Netflix for interactivity through an app. They had like 30 staff. They had no idea what the fuck they were doing. And that's the first thing that got cut when their earnings came out. Dahlia Sponge, the Rage Pig is going to strike down your MS Paint stick drawings. What a joke. Can I get a bottle shake, Daddy Jim? Yeah, you can get a bottle shake. There you go. I have to say, Mamenko puts more effort into it. He's got the little avatar, the little fake pill bot. Everything's perfect on that. He really put that shit together well. Kraut Oppenheim, how will the Rage Pig downward spiral end, Daddy J? I don't know what the fuck's going to happen with Ralph. It's been so crazy the last 2 weeks, I couldn't tell you what the fuck the ending's going to be. The Bobinator, Ralph is going to strangle that Clyde Cash. He very well might. From Malcolm Kex, the reverse Ralph curse worked for RPG TV. Now stream averages 150 to 200 live viewers, a few more Ralph meltdowns. And Fox News might offer him prime time slots after Carlson and before Judge Requeda. It's a possibility. From Cerebral Parasite, I swear to God, I'm going to go walk 2 miles after the show. Magic Octopus, walk 2 miles to the liquor store, maybe. El Cid Leon, it was a great adventure in the most base month of the year. The grifters exploiting the struggles of young men. AF and the people involved will get the elemental torment. Cheers, Jim, and get better. From Brulio Corneo, Assassin, don't you have to be sneaky to be Assassin? Wouldn't he be more of a hitman considering the fact he's so large it'd be easy to hit him? That is, there are logistical issues involved in this. Maybe they haven't really thought it through. Always lost on nothing else. Donation 474. Ralph is the fat guy at the pie eating contest from Stand By Me. Boom ba boom ba boom ba. From Ryan, worst part about the stream is having to see Ralph's face. From Candy Cane 2029, Ralph's skin is so thin it could be made into Jello shot equivalent of pork rinds. Also, Michaelo's husbando is hotter than your waifu. From Nexus, just to remind you, I think Dispatch Xander has an in at Odyssey. I may be wrong, but I think Odyssey using his code from Bitwave TV. Well, yeah, didn't they use Bitwave to like build up Odyssey with library or whatever the fuck it was? I don't know if he still works there, if he just got paid out. I'm not 100% certain. From Umta Madhu, what'd be the funniest way for Ralph to get sunsetted? That'd be narratively satisfying. I say via cop. My buddy says self-inflicted on stream by accident, hollering, "You can't abort the retort." Your buddy might be right on that, if those are the last words. Alex Penniless, something is really bugging him. From Nop, cheers for the roundup. Biggie Smells, is this real life, Jim? Yes, it is. Falco Punch 64. Nora had nothing to do with the show that night. It was all my idea. 801. Craig won. I won. Thanks for watching. LOL. Shelley, Mary, Frank, Amber Heard, and Ralph would make a great couple. He'd clean that bed every day with his teeth and his tongue. From Giantess Admirer, Jim, why do you say UBI is a post-scarcity policy? Yeah, Jim, why? Jim, can we have an in-depth economic discussion? When you're just trudging along through the super chats, the reason God, I'll save it for next Saturday. You know what? I will honestly mark it down, and then we'll talk about it then, because I'm burnt out at this point, and there's no way I'm going to say anything that's going to sound even sensible. Not even going to sound sensible in the least. From Swift Justice 2020, honestly, Jim, you've got such patience to have dealt with Fuentes like that. You're phenomenal. I was just shit posting and banter. The Royal Wraith, I hope you beat the cancer aid, Daddy Jim. Who will groom us when you're gone? Like, you'll move on. Pippa will take over the lead on that. Louis Piccoli, thank you, Jim, for the content. Get well soon. Ocean Redux, Jim, look at me. Look at me. We the poo-poo eaters now. Also, can I get you to say, D's nuts got him? From Falco Punch 64, great show, Jim. Tune in to the Xander Vickers telethon this Friday, where all the donos go to getting him a toy since Ralph is too broke to do it. From Waxican, Ralph confirmed to be a Swamp Billy, explains a lot. Oh, you know what? Let me pull that picture up again of him digivolving into the Bog Hog. There we go. Leave that one up for a while. From the Dashing Rogue, Rage Pig owns the Bog of Everlasting Stench. Very true. Ocean Redux, you excited for the Chainsaw Man anime, by the way? Also, Nick Fuentes should fight something. His homosexual urges, Lamau. From Walter Deadman, why walk 2 miles when you can roll? That's very true. From Waxican, went to Ralph's Twitter. Like you said, there are pics of his feet. I don't even know why. I don't even know why. Why that would be. I don't even know what the fuck he's doing at this point. From Venom O'Shaughnessy, wish you pressed Nick more on Gator issue and applied the Echo Blood God mode. Well, the fact Ralph had Jesse on KS despite all the stuff he'd done, yet he's mad at you. All the best, Jim. Yeah, Nick did not want me talking about Gator. Again, that was cut for time because it's a fucking 3-hour stream, and he tried to condense it down to something that's a little more manageable. But yeah, he didn't seem to want to really focus on that, did he? From Sam, you got anything on Quantum TV? Dude literally called someone's mom. Yeah, I'll be talking about it next weekend. I came across it late. Other people had been following it, had been seeing it, but it's a fucking wild story. From Michael, who do you think the next Bog Hog will turn on next? Or who do you think he'll turn on next? Dick Masterson, Fuentes, or Pantsu? Keep up the Lord's work, Jimbo. I don't think he'll turn on Masterson next. I could see him having a falling out with Nick Fuentes before anybody else, oddly enough, to be honest with you. From Walter Deadman, Ralph keeps talking about dying. Anyone remember the number for the suicide hotline? From Rocks, he will have lived. He don't scare though, Jim. Son of a glitch. The battle in the bog is wild. 4 fighters set up so far, and 3 of them are Butterball imitators competing for rotundness. It's a Mario Party minigame with 3 Warios and a Luigi. Nice to Lizards. Polite the Eva, Ralph or Nick will be, or have to do it again, or pilot the Eva, Ralph or Nick will have to do it again. From BB Bebe, Boogie stands a better chance in the ring than Ralph. He'll get tired after 20 seconds, stumble, and step backwards. Andy the Lumberjack will knock him over. Sneed, and formally, the name actually cut off. Wow. Jim, can you give a shout out to my doo-doo loving Janny Marfan? He has that funny style energy where he eats McDonald's and plays Overwatch, if you know what I mean. Well, there's your shout out, Marfan. For some reason, this is acting a little weird, so let me refresh to make sure I didn't miss anything here. And looks like I missed some shit. Okay, let's scroll down a little and see where I left off. Oh, how much have I missed, chat? Sorry, 1 second, guys. Okay, no, I read that one. All right. Okay, Autism Forums. Hey, Mr. Wayne Lambright, something horrible is going to happen. I'm going to trash you a lesson, just us in the desert. Autism Forums, apparently, you must be working. What was the guy's name? Martin Shecklestorm? Wayne was talking about somebody that was, he was certain was behind everything. I think it was it Morton or Morty? Fuck, I gotta go look that up again. It was the best name. Ticked Turmoil Potato. Could you outro, please, the Charlotte's Web, Zuckerman's Famous Pig? From Hard Light, I will say Ralph got beat up by 4 old ladies who wanted his purse. High off tap. Disgusting stream. Ethan is an innocent, pure-hearted man. I will personally sending 20,000 in pills, Reese's peanut butter cuts, and Funko Pops to his house. God bless. Well, there you go. There you go, Ralph. You got somebody on your side. From Entropy, Jim, any anime and manga pairings today? Is it Tamagotchi game? I don't know. I watched some anime. I think that's the name of it on Crunchyroll, and then I went and read 90 chapters of it because I'm just hopeless. From Cassandra S. To be frank, I'm even worse at fighters. Would still love to. From Doven Death. When are you going to go on the Ricada? He says he's just waiting for your reply. Well, I do want to go on and talk about Acer Thorne's earlier legal battles. His lawsuits against, or his civil suits against, was it the fucking state of Arizona? Also, I had a guy that I was going to be bringing on for the Acer Thorne segment this upcoming Saturday that's dealing directly with him. It's going to be a lot of Acer Thorne shit, to be honest with you, for the next week or two. Waxigan, I know this is some older news, but did you hear about Nikado doing a video while his neighbor got murdered? Yes. The one where you can hear her screaming in the background. The Ugly Monster. Just got my Hat Rage Pig shirt the other day. It looks like I'm on Mersh's naughty list. Polyfrog64. Jim, there's a manga you should check out. Killer Shark in Another World. It's about a summoner girl who accidentally summons a shark. The shark is overpowered and has powers from all Killer Shark movies. I'm certain I've seen this one. Doesn't it get pissed off at normies and want to kill anybody that has, like, shows affection? Like, morphs into weird shit with, like, 3 heads and tentacles and stuff. And just starts fucking killing everyone. From K-Vibes, I thought you were fucking brilliant. In the Catboy debate, you basically just stood blindfolded with your hands behind your back, and Nick just kept swinging shots and couldn't hit you once. Love you, Jim. Feel better, Chud King. From The Shadow Knight, say, Jim, given the age difference between Fuentes, or could Fuentes be considered Ralph's baby daddy? Well, Fuentes is younger than Ralph. I mean, Ralph is, I don't know how much older he is, but probably a decade at the least. El Cid Leon, Nick Catboy Fuentes, Kill All Pedals again. Feds are creating a database of pathetic incels to use as patsies for their ops. That's where Cozy TV comes in. From Cayman, serious question, but when is Fuentes going to come out of the closet? I don't know why he wouldn't. He just should. There's no point in living in there. Much happier if he just come out. From Rocks, Nick Fuentes is mewling. From Sawcon, the stream was the worst thing I ever heard. How does a man argue against a catboy with no morals? Keep it up, Jim. Jesus, it was brutal. Anubis123, I just want to be on that list. We're all going on the list. Ashley Carpenter, glad on the shit list. Say hi to my husband, Travis. We tune in every stream. Hi, Travis. From Mr. Maret, hey, Jimbo, can I get a happy birthday for my friend Deity? Please let him know he can come out of the closet, and if he agrees to stop being a loser. Well, happy birthday, Deity. Come out of the closet now. Jofus Oglethorpe? Oh, see, you almost got me, but I read it first before I read it. That's not true. Add Keemstar to the Rage Pig Revenge Tour, currently bantering with Keemstar about his diabetic feet and tube socks. No, he's not, is he? Is Ralph talking about diabetic feet on fucking Twitter.com? Oh, no. I'm sorry, chat. You're going to have to forgive me. Clearly, I need to fucking see this happen. You don't understand, Keem. I got the diabetes feet. My diabetes feet, Keem. I can't fight no fights with my diabetes feet. Oh, but I don't know how long ago you would have said this, so I'm not seeing it. So it must be, is Ralph just yelling at Keemstar? Is that's what's happening, I'm guessing? Oh, here we go. Oh, they are shit talking each other. Okay. Chat, would you like to hear we can take a break from this for a second. Chat, would you like to hear them yelling at each other? Should I read their conversation as it flows? Yeah, I am. I'm checking Keem's replies right now. Apparently, we're having an argument about diabetes feet. Oh, I don't know if I'll show pictures of disgusting diabetes feet, but okay. Wow, there's a lot of arguing going on. Okay, this starts 11 hours ago. Ralph has been arguing with Keemstar for half a day. Chat, half a fucking day he's been yelling at Keemstar. Ralph starts it out with, "Why didn't you find a real opponent, Keem, instead of calling up your old buddy Boogie for this clear bullshit? This is not even close to realistic. There's no way they would even let him fight medically." To which Keemstar replies, "How are they going to let you fight, medically speaking?" Uh-oh. Now the Rage Pig is going to be mad, Keem. You don't know what you've unleashed. Ralph responds, "Why wouldn't they let me fight? They let your old ass talk about kid shit all day. It's not suspect as fuck. An old man talking about kid shit. You're kind of fucking weird, Keem." Keem responds, "I mean, they might not let you fight because your foot is in danger of falling off." To which Ralph says, "Except it's not. It's more fake news from your dying channel." Keem, if my channel's dying, how do we describe your 200 viewer streams? From Ralph, "I don't know. I had a 1400 last night. Sounds like more lies from Mr. Fake News, the old bitch himself." Keem responding, "I'm talking about viewers, not the calories in your value meals." Ooh. Oh, that one stung a little, Keem. Oh, goddamn. Oh, that hurt a little bit. That hurt a little bit. Now Ralph is posting pictures of 1,000 viewer stream like it's big shit. Still, boomer humor, you suck hard, dude. There's a record of the view count. It went much higher than this, by the way. But keep lying to your 12-year-olds, you creepy content for it, you sick old fuck. Keem responds finally, "I don't understand why you're mad, Ralph. I never did anything to you, but regardless, I'm always going to be more popular than you, so I have no idea what you're talking about viewership." Ralph responds to this. Wow, they argued all day. "I don't lurk DMs talking shit. I'll just say it to your face. I think you're fake ass snitch and you're playing games with Boogie in this fight. There's a reason you hang around streams to get some spark. Your own content is pussy ass kid shit, and that will always be the case too." Which Game responds finally, "Ralph, I made millions of dollars a year on my kid shit content. Why would I give a fuck if you don't like it? I don't care. I'm rich, you dumbass." God. Just fucking ripping him apart. So Ralph is trying to talk shit to Keemstar about money and success, and Keemstar is explaining to him that, "I'm not fat, Ralph, and I'm rich, and I get millions of views, and what the fuck are you talking about, diabetes foot?" Keem is just fucking him up. He's roasting his ass all day. This is what I'm talking about, chat. I told you, it's been 2 weeks of fucking craziness, right? And even during this stream, Ralph can't contain himself. I'm looking for any more. Is there any more in there? I'm not seeing it. If there are diabetes feet somewhere in there, chat, I've missed it, and I'm truly sorry for that. From Huge Wiener, "AF is the way, but Nick is a terrible representative. I will forever hate that his name is entangled with it." From Guinness1987X, "Please don't dox me like Ralph does to his donators, Daddy Jim." Your secret's safe with me, friend. From Ethereal, Another great month in the year of the Chud. Have a mega pint on me, bud. Well, thank you very much. I can't believe they're arguing. What is Ralph doing? Joshua Roberts, thank you. Blessed St. Augustine for everything. From Ram Badger. Hey, Jim, are you prepping for the local uprising? I think we all are. Dan Salato. Hey, Jim, I remember on stream a long time ago you mentioned Jade was virulently racist against other types of Asians. Did China and the Wufu locking down the world give her a stroke? No, it's just Asian. This is my observation, but yeah, they all hate each. It's very funny. You get a group of Asian people together that are just different countries. They fucking hate each other. Mr. K Ultra, Nick will say the idea of people saying criticizing LGBT will get them killed is absurd, but we'll turn around and say people criticizing us will get us doxxed and swatted. From Venom, today's stream is sponsored by Jade's sumptuous homemade Labradoodle pie, guaranteed to taste better and be more nutritional than a cozy TV trash burger. P.S. We was Spartacus. Mr. Green, where were you when Jim was killed? Mech Warrior 10K viewers, yeah, sorry Jim, career's over. From Saucon, I hate this deal Christian AF uses. There's no way Catboy here reads the Bible. Imagine using God's name to own people on the internet. It is weird. From Alexi Thyme, condolences on your career, buddy. Anyway, I know you're in a target-rich environment, but what would it take for you to give that Mr. Girl Pedo? What would it take for you to give that Mr. Girl Pedo some of your focus? I am all in on the shit I'm doing right now. They'd have to do something monumentally stupid to like snap me into paying attention. From Peter R, it's obvious that Andy will destroy Ralph in the boxing ring since Ralph's blood type is pudding. But hearing PPP talk about how he'd fight Baked Alaska is just cringe. PPP is almost as chunky as Ralph. I don't even know if they'll get on an undercard. Because I'm not a part of any of this being set up. I don't know what I guess Keemstar and Sam have in mind for what the entire card is going to look like. All I know now is it's Boogie and Sam, and Andy and Ralph, and potentially Baked and PPP. From Nino, why is Nick's friends with toxic people like Ethan Ralph? Does Nick know deep down befriending toxic people will spell trouble? Nick used to be about optics. I wonder what changed. I do not know. From AJ Cook, Catboy, it was me. Rest in power, little Nicka. Praying for your health. Chud Bud, I work in politics and I've been waiting for years for someone to destroy him like this. Overrated is underselling how little of an impact he ever had on actual America First movement. Yeah, I don't know what he's doing. I guess I'm baffled with the direction he's going. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. Sir Dead Puppy, you're amazing, Jim. May you have many more years of content, and can't wait till you get one of the hats. Okay, well, hopefully the hat is good. Send to Chaos, Jim. You got any less mentioned RPG recommendations? Less mentioned RPG. Let me think. I like the first. What would you call it? The dot hack games for PS2, the first 4. I know there's a specific term for 4, not quadrology. There's a term for it. I'm blanking. Old boomer Jimmy's health is now kicking his ass, and he's starting to spiral. And the super chats are making him go a little crazy. Also, the fear of accidentally running into Ethan Ralph's diabetes feed on his fucking timeline is a little worrisome. A Noble Roman, I still think Nick is charismatic and has good qualities, but these bad qualities have to catch up to him. I've been a fan of both of yours for years. Like Mom and Dad fighting, I hope he changes. From Reb Zoomer, the money says Ralph pulls a donga. Huge winner AF is the way, but Nick is terrible representative. Oh no, I've read that one. From Ural Brenner, according to recent archaeological findings, the traditional footwear of the ancient knickers consisted of sandals with little cat faces on them. Jane the Gain Goblin, me when someone kills my family after burglarizing the house. Based. Rusty Cheese Knife. Jim, I think he drove Nick Fuentes to insanity in this debate. His hypocrisy exposed. He started rambling, contradicting himself, forcing a smile in a literal effort to save face. From Phoenix Lord Ozerman. I love how the hog comes on and his own group just laughs at him. It's very fucking true. Very true. From Rally Dawson, Nick Fuentes isn't Spartacus, he's Spurgicus. Wishing you well, Jim. Have a good night and take it easy. Hope this harvest never ends. From Zars, hello, I'm gay. From Val Malloy, reminder: the 4chan Jenny Nick P has a charge for domestic violence in California. Next, Jenny's cover up VR grooming chats. Screen caps don't lie. Fission. From Garnet Nard, Nick is the right-wing version of Nina Jankowicz, the left's new Ministry of Truth leader. It scares me to think of the results if NF ever got actual power. If someone wants to free internet, you take. If someone wants a free internet, you take people talking shit on with a grain of salt. From Radio Ruin, I love how Baked admitted to eating ass and no one backed him up. Yeah, he was kind of on his own on that. Flayden111, thanks for the stream, Jim. Forever Alone, CJ is an autistic furry and got his foreskin cocked by the Merchants Guild. Can I get an NNRU in chat? From Jonathan Alexander, someone needs to teach you a lesson. How about a long walk down a short pier? Boom! From Brett Bauer, Nick saying stop the steal about the poll numbers. Stubby Legs, can you call my friend Alex a poor eager for me? Oh, a poor egger? Or do you want a different? I don't know what word you're going for there. Here, Notorious Jim, are you playing Classic WoW at all? Tons of player guilds named after you. what named after me? There are Metokur guilds in Classic WoW, is what you're telling me? Jonathan Dory, please have another 5-hour chat with Porcelain about Nick or Ralph. That was comedy gold. I had fun doing that. Having somebody get together like just a giant parcel of information on something like that and just sitting and just kind of sifting through it was very fun. From Guy, I can't believe you didn't bring up Alberto blurting out, Jim, why do you think Nick's gay? That was the coup de grace. Well, I did cut that for time, but that is in the full video. Leather Collar, thanks for the stream, Jim. Have a warm cup of tea with some honey to help soothe your voice. God damn, I'm going to need it. I'm going to try to power through. I'll do it like I don't want to. I hate skipping them. How many do I have left? Maybe I can read these next Saturday. Try to get through as many as I can. If I miss any, I will hit them next Saturday. From Ryan, never mind. Talking about Ralph eating poo is the worst part of the stream. TX, gotta say, today was a good day, old man. The Devil's Advocate, thank you for your service fending off the knickers. From Taiki Hayato, have you heard of the Almighty Lollies video on I could have sworn I read that once already. No, I haven't. Wicked Wally, anyone who adores gay jokes about the new co-host and worships of Nick should check out Big Fake Tech on Twitter. Walter Deadman, make a new version of the Sessler cocaine vid, but with Pigman. I could do that. That's the Sessler video, though, is so good. Spider Dude 93, finish stream with Kingpin from Jarbo the Hut, please. From Dark Monarch 007, hey Jim, whatever happened to the guy living in the shed in the desert? Did I miss a chance, or did that get canceled? Wayne canceled on me. So it was initially set up for a weekend, and then he did a video getting mad, but he got the day wrong. And then he said he didn't trust me and he didn't want to do it. So I can't force him to. I don't know what he's up to. I wish him the best, but it is what it is. Super Unknown, no message. Charles Applebaum, a lot of good artwork being posted to Twitter for your recaps. Did you see the Gator one posted today? No, I haven't, but we will do. There was an art contest that'll be Saturday with the bake stuff. Least Machine, hey Jim, variety stream went. Hopefully something other than Ralph comes up. It's really sad to watch him self-destruct like this. P.S. Feel better soon. CB96, Farmer Jim, give that Quantum TV what's for. From Blue Crimson 217, the year of the Chud keeps getting crazier. What's next? Bog Hog and the Applebee's waiter heading to Minnesota to try and force Gamergate 2.0. Maybe. From Porcelain, this will be your least viewed video. You won't break 25K. You're not getting as many views as normal. Mersh has already talked about that. You're clearly botting views. That drunk Porcelain, I swear to God, that 2.5-hour drunk stream where he's just fucking hurt and mad at some random Twitch streamer for calling him a cloud chaser is the funniest shit. Skid Sophrenic, longtime listener, first-time donor. A. Warren Johnson, Chris Chan's Multiverse of Madness has finally taken over the current year. Time for the Internet Aristocrat, Jim 81, and Mr. Metokur to team up. From Stabby McStabwood, I'm a dirty Mexa deacon too, but I've done 400% more to save the white race than Nick. My middle son loves the Sweetie Squad mug. Well, I'm glad they like it. From MLF 577, Jim, when did you first meet Ethan? Fuck, that would have been 2014. Probably on a stream back when Gamergate was going on. People would go on streams with each other all the time. I'm guessing it was one of the streams with like 10 other people. I mean, it wasn't unusual to find it just like a mingling of people from all different places. From Caleb Lambright. Damn you, Flamenco! You killed my gay son, Jim NNRU. I'll never forgive you. Rip Jim 1988 from Escar. Let's the Josh and Jim collab. Rage vs Emil. Thanks for showing me a new locale, or the Swamp Hog if you prefer. Victor Phantasm Boss. I'm just a disgusting furry, but even Ralph makes me want to puke. By the way, what are you going to do on Racket's show? I want to talk about the Acerthorn stuff, so hopefully he's down for that. From Venom again. Damn it, Jim. You're only, if only you were funny, owned a suit, were artistic, had internet friends, and watched One Piece, we could have saved the West. I know. It's shameful. From Etsy D's. Jim, will you ultimately be disavowing the anal fist movement? Well, I was never part of it, so I can't. How do you disavow it if you're not a part of it? Giantess Admirer. Jim, I'll get my studio art BA next month. Advice. Studio art bachelors. So your art bachelors. Well, if you're like you're probably gonna end up drawing inflation porn for furries. So make that money. Make that money. Draw them all the fucked up shit they want. Make that money. From Bjorn Thordsvisten. I've lost it at this point. Boghog versus the interwebs. Looking forward to next weekend. From Puck. Jim play tag. Whoop. There it is. At the end of the stream, it will fit perfectly. First super chat, by the way, from Owlard. Spax3 freaked out on Discord. Spax3 goes insane. Okay, and my voice is trash, guys. Let me try to read the last ones here. Walter Deadman, day 15 of my 2-mile spite walk. I finally made it to the door. My horse is complaining about something, about not spending time with our child. I left her for dead. More to come soon. I need to build base camp for the night. Bang Bang Lemon. Jim, I bought your Catboy purse merch. Can I get a bottle shake, please? There you go. From Alunar. Jim, can you please tell John Swan to stop talking to minors on Discord and touch some fucking grass? You know, I saw that people were talking because occasionally I'll see like Flamenco or Augie on Twitter talking about shit. So I'm guessing there's more John Swan shit going on. But yeah, I have no problem. Get off of Discord and stop touching minors and start touching grass. I don't know. Get us 1987X. Please don't dox me. Oh, no, I read that one before. D. Butler, starting a service where I remove the liquor and internet from bridge burning e-celebs. You'd make a fortune. Krieglo Bunsen, since it was requested, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mersh. May your hug box heal you. Dahlia Sponge. Hey, Jim. I got in trouble at work for putting the Gunter Ball extravaganza on. My manager walked in during the part when Ralph walks up to the camera after getting punched in the face. A woo. Platinum Gaming, career so dead, only double the viewers and 10 times the super chats. That's including the cozy bots. From S Cyber Taz, so Ralph's gone full Kirby and is hovering up all the sins of that affects other streamers in order to assume his final form like an Akira. Yes. Yes, exactly that. JJR McGrath. Hey, Jim. Ralph seems pretty sensitive. Don't you want to get too deep? But I had an extremely abusive, paranoid, schizophrenic mom. She's dead now. And no way would you get that mad over jarg jokes. Ralph is, I don't know, like, it's just like a rage disorder, maybe? I'm not a shrink. I don't know. There's like some kind of weird shit going on. MacMad13, Jim, I want to help you out since your internet career is over. Bring your farmer muscles to my homestead and help me finish my chicken coop. So sad to see you throw away your career. I know it's tragic. From Sneed, hey, Jim, me and my girlfriend are big fans. Can you please say the need of a puppet gush is strong? The need for puppet gush is strong. And thanks for all the laughs over the years, broski. From Doc Window Liquor. In your opinion, who is the best cow you interacted with over the years? Over the years? I don't know. Let me think about this for a second. I don't know, man. That's like here. That's harder than asking me what my favorite video game is. I'd have to really give it thought. One, because people kind of misuse Loco to fit anybody. But two, because there have been so many weird fucking people I've interacted with. I really don't know. I'd have to like come up with some kind of metric to compare them. From Loghost, Ralph married a packy so he could run Dubai porta potties on him. He called them curry slurries, 100% true. Also, there's a pic of Pantsu wearing one of your hats. Ralph can't stop losing. Okay, I think I've essentially got most of them. If I missed your chat, excuse me. If I missed your chat, I'm sorry. Oh wait, we've got one from Gizmo Hunter. The bog hog is using his land for swampy truffle hunting. Can I get a suey? There you go. If I missed your chat, like I said, next Saturday I will be streaming. You can yell at me and I will read it. just say scammed. Say dono scam in chat next weekend, and I will fucking find it and I will read it, and I will be ashamed that I missed it. But my voice is trashed and it's been 4 hours, and I gotta stop here. I'm going to end it here, and then, knowing my luck, come across Ralph's diabetic feet on my fucking timeline and vomit. That's the way to end the month, really, I think, is the perfect fucking cherry on top. I hope everybody had a good time. I can take off this bog hog, can't I? All right, let me move that. You know, what was the recommendation from Super Chatter? Wanted some MC Jarbo, right? That's what they said. Let me see if I can find something here. Oh, is the Kingpin a new one? Shit. Okay. MC Jarbo, or Jarbo the Hutt on YouTube, who does a lot of parody music, has a new one up, or at least new, relatively new for me, 3 weeks ago, called Degunt Kingpin, featuring MC Jarbo. So we'll close it out with that. Let me just let me change the scroll here real quick. 1 second. There we go. And we'll close it out with this.
If you should knock the camera, hey, don't stand anywhere over. Get him out of here right fucking now. Get out, bitch. Fuck you.
Someone called the ambulance. Chaser, where the fuck is that fucking faggot? Oh wait, Nick Ricada, are you gonna get me out of state for being a sick revenge porn Ricada, and a tax evader? Nick, why don't you donate a couple $100? You're probably getting sick with paper. You're getting sticked with grapes. I'm just getting sticked with papers. Damn, look at the state of a fucking bitter data. Lawsuits going on in 2 states, and all they ever say is horse rapists. Fucking Blaze, they really don't like this. Nick, how about you learn how to form a case? They're not just throwing punches, these niggas be throwing diapers, and I can't afford to fight this since they brought forward my case. Nick, I don't like that twitch you made. I don't like your evil face. Fuck your legal face. Time to fornicate. Start crossbreeding your wife with the guy that's no more than 4'8". Yeah, they said I'm 5'1". Now after I caught that plane, they said I got that brain damage. I'm probably insane. I pulled my panties aside, squat on this bowling lane. Bitch asked me where the bathroom is. A game about this whole fucking thing's the bathroom. What was I saying? Hold my tongue before I say some shit I can't reword. A fucking massive cuck deserves a massive curd. That's right, you niggas heard. God damn it, I shit the bed so much niggas call me a hamper herd. Before I get and die this, you're always invited. Before I get and die this, you're always invited.
Arrested!
Before I get and die this, you're always invited. Jesse, say hi to Faith. Alice, say hi to May. No need to hide your face. Up in the league of rave. You can call me Superman, but I don't go for Lois Lane. Take the white trash lane with the slowest brain. I'm a cop to blame. The second my awful's lane. Gator and Augie same. You dumb niggas all the same. Flamenco, Mimico, I see now why your ass is single. It's simple. Your sister's in the basement screaming, let me go. I got no talent, but I guess I've got a talent for gas and hard. But I don't mean I'll crash hard. Just that you're my passenger. They love MC Jarbo. Of course, I want to hear the gun. Come on, Matt. Share that shit with everyone.
All right, man. Dad will never have to improvise, no mission or plan to try to crowdfund feeding all these kids that he's had. So where's the next one gonna be, dog? I don't know. Michigan, man. Can't be that many fat chicks who like these pics in Japan. The last to be the world's best non-visiting dad. The worst shit on his laptop makes even the president sad. This nigger went from Allah Akbar, Walaikum Salam, to a straight bitch that needs like 8 fucking acres of land.
Before I get and die this, invited. You know what? Fuck you, moron. You're always invited. Arrested! 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 Before I get indicted. You're always invited.